Malupot ka.
Bang!
Na-drain ka?
Live na live.
Ako na-drain ko ba basta ikaw. Basta ka lang mo DC kalit. Ay.
Alas Chester. I expect results, ha? Diba? Results, 5.9.
Dapat ka mo si Chester sa... Uy, basta ko paning ko sa mo kang Joel, No.
No.
Chester.
No.
Jet, ganito ba talaga to, Jet?
Di naman.
Jet, Dota na lang tayo, Jet.
Jet, ginagago mo ba ako? Hala.
Chess, di ba not important diba sa live drops, di ba? May kwarta.
Wala.
Ata ka eh.
Close eyes.
Tapos na po.
Tapos na po.
Gadota pa ka,
Sa akin na lang, Jack. Ano ba tama? Last week man, no?
Oo ba?
Yung man lang nako tong pan, atong that's
Nakuha ni Matanan. Or,
tong base.
mo ba? Sabi eh.
Hans, lang tawagin ni Hans. Lang tawagin ni Hans. Oh, lag na pala eh. Diba?
Likod
Top
ako.
one.
Hans.
Predicted ba?
Wala ba? Calculated risk.
Ano nang patay?
Trap ta sabi yan. Kaya na yun, nasa info sa mid.
Kuyawan.
Grabe.
Sabi. Could be palas.
1-1 rep. 1-1.
One.
1-1.
Short.
Dito na ko dito. City.
Connector.
City connector.
Stairs.
Patay. Ay.
Stairs. Ang stairs.
Bitpig ko lang.
Gago ka.
Empty.
Wala mo ng port.
Wala lang.
Short one.
Mid one. Yeah. Mid one.
Too short. One mid, one mid.
Last one.
One sniper's nest.
Knife
One.
kill.
One. I mean, ticket goes inside con.
Ata, ticket.
Ticket
Yeah. Wall talaga. Tayo na ako.
7.
May ka-show na.
Where?
Pinili.
Ah, no, Jeff.
Nest
Connector smoke ko.
Balance.
There's one.
Yawa eh. Wala yaw! Oh my god!
Curve one. Ups.
Lingi, oy! Nice!
Sisa.
Ups last. Ups isa pa.
Bench. No.
Ako, pinarin dito.
Drop jet ba? Tayo, Nara.
Now, this is para
Tayo pa ngayon. Yan lang.
Typical Filipino siya ba?
Pinay.
Tagalog na ba? Muna yung mga tiyog sa... O ba na yan?
Abot
Si
siya.
ako yati. Ba't naputol?
Okay, siyam. Pwede na lang.
Yati.
Be short, be. Yawa! Short.
Nag-double mo din.
Pwede.
Be shortness.
Oh, yun na.
Burning ladder.
Naka ni James ang iya.
Next spot. Malot.
Wala na, pre.
A clear.
Okay na.
Clear jungle.
Isang B side. So B,
Tama,
one more
tama.
plant.
For city ang plant to. Triple box.
Isa unknown.
Nice ka, Jit.
Last market.
Panak mo na.
City last. Makadrop ka, Jet.
Oh.
Dings. Exos, nagpipik short lagi.
Magtipik-tik, ang tik-tik.
Okay, connector.
Pa-info lang na si Puxi, bay. Asa na pa? Ilan ba? Ilan?
One nest.
Game ya, Raymond.
Bob sa ups.
Ay, short per me, usually.
Yes.
Stairs. Nest stair.
Kita.
One hands.
Ah!
Kapos na ba 1 minute?
Kita ko.
Under.
Van. Knife one.
3
Under window. Bang. Dead.
Napay isa.
Market man ata
Fair
na.
market.
Flashing but set. Planting default ah.
Trap. One ba? Connector ba? Check on.
Ejat pa drop jet B.
Galing siya ba ano?
Si James.
May galing ano siya ba? Kanang...
Si James din.
Smoking connector.
Smoke na kong nest.
Kamaw siya pag-giling-gilingan ba?
Wala. Iso. Ikaw Reza. Flashing you.
Tama.
Market
Backside.
sa window.
Market
door.
deagle. Possible to market.
Plant ko.
3 chill.
Be short.
Short one.
Be short. Dalawa market.
Short. Dalawang market lang.
Isa pa.
That's market.
Saving. Care cashier daw.
Tumakbo. Si...
Nice.
Nice one.
Yo, 3 na akong damage. Come on, guys. Come on.
Got these
Baka naman.
guys.
Baka naman.
Connector smoke. Care mid push. And short.
Ang biro lamang mo. Flash yan, ano yun ba? Entry bragger na to.
Kung mo naog siya. Di smoke man.
Oh, gusto ko pa. Let's go.
Flashing twist. Good job. Good job.
City.
City.
Dua ka
Upper, chill.
One. Over. Nice one. Dari sabay. Nice one.
Hours ba? Wag yung plano ako ba? 3 damage pa. Grabe na yan, minsan. Yeah, ginsa man anak ko ba eh.
Sama na siya pa yung smoking connector. Care late. Mag-under si Kono.
Be short.
Kita ba nga eh. 1 taas na eh. 8 na eh.
Gawin ko dara.
Isang be short. Isang connect.
Short nose.
Paano ibahin yung kulay ng layout sir? Lupa na yan.
Isang get.
What you mean? Wait lang boss ah.
Late na sila sa B ulta bay. Flash ko. Check.
City isa.
Stairs.
Ate yun eh.
Ito, jungle.
There's jungle.
Ayaw, okay na eh.
Paano ibahin yung kulay ng layout siya? Nasa yung blue pa. Blue layout? What you mean?
Isang need naman dyan.
Negavan nila no?
Kasi nalipas si Big Watch
Ito
ito.
ba? HUD ba?
Talikuran nga.
Pasok ko.
Ako lalipay sa ibuhat.
Saan to?
Ito na nga naman.
Ay, iba rin. HUD yung main.
Nakasmoke din yung Unas.
Wala.
Di smoke, di smoke. Under! Tama ka sa timing eh.
Mali ang isa ka smoke.
Under isa.
Short. Ladder. Dead short.
Ito pro.
PDP.
Ito
Under.
yung HUD color.
Be up.
Yaps daw. Yaps or short.
Nag-scope.
And
Good job.
Be short.
Wala nag-short? May kong-short ko ba?
Kita.
1v1? Ayaw ko ito.
bad.
Nice. Backside garo.
Kuliyaw.
Care back set. Low mong duha.
Active siya, vibe. Active siya. Last market. Abo siya sa.
Oy.
Sino niya, di ba? Market oy.
Mark.
Di ba? Nice.
Dito siya gikan de.
Galing.
Gani siya.
Katong
Yander.
Abi na og nag-market na nagkuan mo.
kapangulitan eh.
Listen.
Mo dula kay. Right.
Fake flashing eh.
Copper connector.
Kailangan kita og kuan microwave pa ba nga nag-bake. Okay. Jet ang. Jet.
Lahat tayo ko na ne. Wala tayo smoke na.
3A.
3A lang.
Game mo daw ang ano.
Flashing.
Kuliyaw, short.
Low. Akin sin bay. Wala na patay ang bench. Ito na kayo.
Crossfire sila.
Ito yung lang pwesto sa A, bay.
For Palace. Couple.
Hindi nag-crush.
Thank you.
Ay, stairs dahil. Stairs.
Ayaw lang player bay. Pwede si Paul. Ayan na.
Default of couple. Palace.
Mid car.
May
One
palas.
short. Wala na may flash ah. Kamu may na flash. One short.
Kuha nga po na ibay, kanang... Gusto pala ganyan po na
2A.
Ano, dungga na to. Dungga na to.
Backhead. Market 1.
Backside, outside. Kapuya.
Backside.
Outside market. Outside market, open.
One,
GF.
1A.
One backside.
Backside, open.
Dead.
2v1. Could be anywhere. Market.
Tunang anywhere, oh.
One bullet. Only needs one.
Nice ka, Klein.
Only needs one, boys.
Oh, relax. Relax.
No. Pa-drop
Hindi
si
daw, Clyde.
Jeffrey.
Makadrop ko. Last run ka rin, last run.
Drop na ako to.
Try
Ah, ito ang cool.
sa van na.
Ala. Fuck.
You smoke.
Yaw!
Connector.
Hindi man yung mga lamok eh.
Connector bomb.
One be. Get bomb be.
Low short.
Get bomb be.
Tesa. Open. Na, likod ke. Top mid.
Asa.
Oh, likod.
Likod, con, and short.
Could be con
Wala to.
of top mid.
Offer na, short.
Top. Kailangan ko. Outside.
Itanao na. Joe? Joe? Labas na. Counter-terrorist
Five, seven.
6-7.
Sa city.
8-9. Uy! Ito nang gitaan eh.
Oyoyo.
Grabe, oh. May ba na yun mo ano ba ka ng maayagad kayo? Okay, pati utility damage ba? Taas. Efficient ba? Efficient. Mal-efficient.
Mid.
Aim.
Hey.
Mid, 2 minute, 2 minute.
Going.
Isang
May ups, may ups.
Ngayon nakagawa sa iyo. Care underpass. Ups dead one.
1 B ups, 1 mid.
Bomb.
Papunta siya mo.
Grabe boy, wala gid siya na chat ba? Two bench.
Full kay bye.
Likod ni James.
Full kay akong...
One.
Ano na siya damage? What the fuck?
Kulang tilay. Yun na guys, tapos na po. Kuning. Manifest yun ba yung 6-7?
7-6 is better than 6-7.
City jungle is better than jungle city.
Pen.
Okay, out.
Yawa, kay ko ba yung anong niambak man ko?
Under.
No way.
One low.
Wait. Ah. Confucius dyan to? Tara.
Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't like using it. Deploying flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
Reset.
Flashbang.
Going.
Flashbang.
Ay, naanay. Ups eh?
Wow.
Ah.
James ah.
Diba? Ay, pingin lang kasi mo, Hans.
Mali man to nga sa'yo na kung gitanaw.
Mato ang pangatanan na ko, Hans. Ana. Dapat tubagan to sa imong mga viewers.
Oh, 74 oh. 74 naman.
At itubag na to yan. Saan man to, Hans?
No therapeutic claims oh. After Doka Palace. One low Palace.
One pass.
Di na mo. Napisa ito.
Tinanay ka na. Wala na ito ba? Web.
Bunggan ka to. Nice.
Op to ah?
Iwanas.
Iwan ka.
Wah, apa? Ano malam?
Wow.
Anso.
Tapi Hans.
Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them. Throwing flashbang. Laying down smoke. Smoke.
Naigamit isa.
Throwing fire. Deploying flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
Ngayon nag-smoke ko market isa.
Man. Tuh. Pwede to.
2B.
Low is Hans. Kaya.
Setting A.
Ano pa isa, di ba?
Wala. Supposedly.
Flash B.
Throwing fire.
Pushing.
Care under ha? Care under.
Care under.
Lukong kay si ano ba si boot. Si ito. Oh, under.
Mid sila.
Aiming. Push.
Mid.
Tetris na.
Connector.
Planting na.
Salamat.
Pero,
Ay, thank you.
Likod ha. Connector.
con.
Yeah,
Jet.
Mag-up ka, Hans.
Be. Okay, ganyan ako gatry og save. Gina-smoke ang midget.
Oo.
Wala atong naroon.
Isa naman ako block.
Legit passive na dire sa ano.
Kadero.
Okay, pan. Okay, wala niya.
Wala.
Pas silang phone. What could be one more mid, Jeff?
Many.
Going.
Pala. Tetris, pala.
Waiting for a plant. Connector.
Stairs, kapag.
Close, triple box.
Triple.
Plotay ko, blunt.
Nice.
Could be triple or side.
Ikaw mo na Jeff, mo na ni. Kan Jeff na ni.
Bomb.
Wala, city. Garage. Naka-up.
Nag-off. Si ticket.
Ngayon,
Ticket.
Amo pa.
Nice, one. Pas lagi lang mid smoke out.
Tapi ko ano ba, A1 ba? Ano?
Remember, this is bandit country. Shoot everything that moves.
Good.
Laying down smoke.
Ulit gamay ang
Mid ulot.
Deploying flashbang. Flashbang.
Yeah, okay.
Air vision.
Could be short.
Up.
Be short.
Smoke ka rin yan.
Up slow.
Laying down smoke.
Be short 2.
Ups. One slow up.
Short.
Na yun, upper. Last ups. Low. Last low.
Ano yun, mid?
Awi, nag-running fall ni.
Carry A ba? Pas
Isa mga dyan.
lang eh.
A1.
Good guns.
Puka pa siya lang smoke eh. Pas kayo lang smoke.
Break na ko.
My god.
Carry A. Wala yung mid. No mid. One mid. SMG.
Grenade. Deploying flashbang. Grenade out. Flashbang.
Two more mid. Care connector. 2 mid.
Grenade out. Grenade.
Flash it.
2 mid, 1 top. 1 top mid, 1
Connector.
con.
Throwing
Cons.
fire.
Flash mid, less.
Throwing
Wala na
smoke.
nak.
One more con. One con.
Amen con. Amen
Wala
lang.
na yung mid. Ako na.
Amen ka din.
Ako na.
Nice one.
Zero lamang.
Oh my God.
Kirby again?
Boy!
Uy. Discord ada ni ang half deh.
Ah, sorry.
Mode of transition.
Mode of transmission, internet.
You smoke, you smoke. Care mid. Low vision mid.
Ups.
Tegan.
Kaya be short.
Too short.
Be short rin.
Ay, awa man eh.
Be rush.
Bad.
Winnable.
Upper
Best
close.
isa.
Market.
Care out. Door the pit.
Gawa sa siya bay.
Uy, sayang.
Low.
Default.
Default.
Then. Short.
Yawa! Ito na tayo ko rito.
Naog kog mid ni ba?
Ito kang. Asa amit han.
Ubos good.
Ay, pwede.
Di ko ka gawa sa kuan kay. O di ko
Hindi daw.
Kuan lang yung anchor sa sa connector. Ayaw man niyo.
Ginasmoke.
Ang connector?
Hindi daw.
Ay, daw.
Gawas ka, saka wikihantay.
gawas ka dito.
The pits sa right side.
Mid smoke.
Mid clear, care A. Mid clear.
No, bin. Just stuck.
Yawa. Sandwich.
Let smoke.
Isa jet. Stay alive jet. Stay
Action
alive
jet.
jet.
Don't overhit jet.
Okay,
Nice
bundle.
shot.
Oh, nadire bang.
Go, Sophie.
Could be na sa imo James ah.
Lagi work mid lagi.
E-base din.
Check damit bay. Lagi awa under.
TV room.
Under gikan.
Going.
Eco. Stay.
Care aiming.
Half HP. Udah ako cons ni bay. Mid jogging.
Conday. Market lane. Patay.
Nagtanaw ko.
Dili.
Ano ko city.
Wait lang.
Dari jet. Eh. Ale.
Planted triple.
Allah.
Papunta ko na. Close.
May A1.
Oh my god.
Ente.
Sabi tabi ko mag-city ka jet bay.
Dito ba? Asa siya gikan?
Kuan ko na
Cons.
pati.
Fun ko.
Aiming nata to.
Can drop.
Palit ko get. Ako get.
Wala gyud po yung mid ah. No mid.
Nice.
Setting A. Isa lang. Okay.
Ikaw ng ladder jet.
Oh, ako.
Light
Top
up
mid one. Gimali yung
Mid one.
balik ko short.
Nice pass. Might be underpass. Be smoke on short.
Wala kay. Takan si Ana.
Top mid, dead.
Man. Punto. One more.
Thank you.
This one.
Could be kuan ya. Kanang insta rush kaya lang. Mauli entry, might be rush.
Move it. Incendiary out. Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire.
Airball mid.
Grenade out.
Base.
Mid smoke.
Top mid.
Air short.
Throwing a grenade.
One cons.
Oy, nanay short oy.
Incendiary.
Hindi lang.
Go na kabuka.
Fair jang.
Smoke na akong up since man.
Connector.
One short.
Smoke na akong short fan. Crossfire or direct line?
Fair jang.
Think ladder.
Flashbang.
Naiko.
No man.
One more pod.
One con still. Playtime.
Throwing
Smoking
smoke.
man.
Ay, patapok. Shit.
I have your window climb.
Dead.
Layups.
Last 5 no?
Layups.
Watching short.
Flashing.
Deploying flashbang.
Take under by.
Care under.
Wala mo nakita na ang back.
Wala.
Ay, ambak by.
Ako.
Alas na. Ay, kuha na.
Stuck mo daan dara be.
Top mid.
Top mid. Top
Nice.
mid last.
Watching
Time.
connector. Chill and choice.
Counter-terrorists win. Nice.
Good.
Let's give it to them, boys.
Muli entries.
Praise me.
Let's make this right as rain. Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang. Smoke. Incendiary out. Grenade. Incendiary.
Nasmoke
Connector.
Mid.
Short.
I watch short.
Deploying flashbang.
Smoke.
Timing na so. Pick.
Grenade
Connector.
out.
Hey, smoke.
Back box.
Jungle. Eh.
Kita. Palas.
Yeah,
Klaro kita.
Bomb na.
they're close to me.
Fuck.
Don't care. Up pala.
Palas.
One more. Right, two. Contented.
Off ka to, Hans. Okay na.
Timing kayo pag hawa o pag muli na kog under kay ni pick ang mid.
Yeah, kilang top frog kay wala kay MVP ba?
Let's have a fight. Deploying flashbang.
Under.
Fuck!
Under pushing kay connector.
Smokes eh.
Main.
Yo, sure.
Ay, Nate!
Con. Yawa.
Uy, con.
Pushing city. Dead.
One firebox.
Kumalo ka sa tabay. Paano ko no?
Shit.
Kapay last run na nila. Ano?
Tapa.
16.
Suda City eh. Gusto na gusto na. Ano?
Hello. Info ako med. Cross med.
Yawa mo pa eh.
Grenade.
Hardwalk.
Nice.
Palas.
Kay connector.
Dead palas. Con. Dead con.
Con mid
Wala
HP.
pa.
Con mid HP. Last scene.
Claro kay kadya, Klein.
Nice, patay na. Ang con.
Anon.
Baka matay men.
Sinakuha na.
Oh, dog na tani nga position ah. Ano?
Taas pa kayo siguro.
Pabante.
Ayun, main. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so good naman day.
Safe plan.
Set A. Ever. Let's play 130.
Ata mag-smoke jet. Paryara ba tag?
Oh, salain na lang ko ng spot.
Con ko. Under.
Smoke jungle.
Understairs ko.
I go balance.
Sa oras?
130 smoke. Jungle city and stairs please.
Smoke.
Magna nag-push mid.
Smoke lang.
Care close.
Ay! Palas. Oh,
Uy, ginulin yung palas. King side.
Sa
behind.
Ben.
Iwan.
Yaw!
Isa lang.
City.
Ata. Kalaban to, nagmuli sa site. Dagan kay muli sa site, bay. Idol. Jabo.
Yawa.
Nice.
This one.
Third one.
One more short.
B short.
Flashing. Short.
One jungle, one connector.
Side. Come.
Doro mo dito. Oh, nice stop.
Oh!
Jungle.
Backside.
Jet.
Dali.
Edge.
Ano mo kang...
Still nest one. Going market.
Nila sin.
Market.
Kill it jet.
No, market now.
Mid pit.
Sama.
Last market.
Market now. Wala tisa.
Yan.
Hold tight.
Thank you for staying alive.
Aliyawa. Unsa mo ron eh? No nest.
Short. One short, one sniper's nest.
Connector.
Short, 2 short at least. One short.
Smoke nest. Upper. Short. Sa pila.
After done. Check clear ko isa. One isa.
Maraman.
Bad.
Silang, wala pa.
Upper short.
Narkat.
Stop na sila, stop. Nice. Inabot. Upper market. Yeah, no. Upside.
Okay, major.
Smile si Jet Bike.
Naka-con ra ba? Naka-GG ra ba? Fuck.
Oh, man. Wait, ano?
Ano sa'yo dulo? Karon.
Ito.
Spirit. Falcon.
Let me switch.
Watch party.
Tangin ng launch party yan late.
Late na ta? Wait, wala.
Diyo pa, mapay pagsugod eh.
Game.
Ayun.
Wait lang. Ano ito ko i-report? Briefing.
Kinsay. Okay.
It's a double kill for Dog commanded in the first round, and he's got the hunt player. But bested by Odyssey as he finds
Tay
himself
patay diri sa screen gyapon.
It's just the first grand
Ay,
final
watch
taking
party
place
gani.
on Thursday. We have a really hot match right now. What's interesting about this
What's
match
solo
is
na lang ang target na?
you know, you would normally expect Dom to be at the top of the board, that there be a decent core behind him. Maybe the floor of the team is going to be
Bro.
May
versus
kagalingon
Falcons,
Google
we
ba?
had the stat last year where Nico was better than Dom.
Nico?
Dom was the better
Kuan
player.
ni bay, spirit ming jet ani.
There's a special relationship between Falcons and Spirit, and a special test as well for Falcons, who
Yan ay
normally don't
video.
beat them in a playoff situation.
Video.
auto shotty early. Singular kill for the ramp hold. And then Donk just tucks into the corner down beneath it.
Video.
That Molotov holds back any kind of support from Hell. So, Donk finding timing. Unprepared was Kixan. And then up close is Chopper. So you could find more Falcons player off guard, but no sir. Held on by Kyosuke.
Avoided that really well.
Modesty saw that
Close
vent
guard.
drop.
It's quite a bit of information. Thing is, we got this one gun following in behind.
Uy.
Ooh, nice reaction.
That's what we were looking for the
Amplifier na ba?
Dom is still pretty sharp.
execution.
Unang hack.
Still unable to find his timing on his end of this bomb site.
They don't know that he's here right now, but they're being careful.
Up away that MP9. Take a step away. So Falcon showing us a bit of ferociousness out of the gate here, Mohan.
Yeah.
You know,
like what
confidence
I'm
is definitely something that they'll be coming to this head-to-head with.
Yan siya.
Straight up A
Wala
rush.
sa bracket.
I think
And a fast ramp find.
again, there's less stakes in some of the most recent matchups, and so even though that
man,
it's always
tak- tak-
Falcons
tak-
winning,
tak-
maybe
tak-
I
tak-
think
tak-
Spirit
tak-
know the team talk for themselves is that, well, we're quarterfinals with Major. This is Kyosuke's
Ate,
first
Furia
playoffs
gede,
with Major.
kalaban sa
It's
kuha.
Falcons
Tayo.
who, got over the hump versus G2 and proved something to them. We want to rob them of
What's
that
an
confidence
Overslow?
again. But it's not just your regular head-to-head in this series.
great.
In some ways, Spirit have an advantage. In
Nice.
others, Falcons
Nice.
have history.
Muncie.
The one thing I'm not going to doubt is Modesty
SGA
and Nico.
mode,
I
though.
think those two things are going to be constants. Those two players have the most experience in this situation. Those two benefited the most from taking their win over G2. That gave them the confidence to believe they could make a run here in playoffs. And then you saw Nico's pop off. It was as if he won the entire
Sayang
major.
sa Spirit
And I
si
think we
Kyosuke ba?
kind of joined him in that.
Hulihan
You know,
niya ni
as
si
watching
Zue.
his career as close as we have. We've seen how many moments
Kuwan din
like
to
that
siya?
robbed away from him.
Spirit
We
din
saw
to
that
siya?
on the desk. This could have been another one, but he's
Yang
Or
Spirit
basin
ba?
ba? O basin, dako, dagan lang kay kwarta ang Falcons.
The desk has to analyze
May
all
out
those
siya. Ay, gagawin
Nico
siya.
shortcomings and
Napalang
elimination
siya sa
games.
tong
He's
Young
basically
Spirit
won
na
every
mga
single year. It's
league.
been the tail of his
League one.
career. Mighty challenge that is to win a major. So starts this one off 0-2, but that's fine. You've got Kyosuke, you've got Moss,
Scouting
both
hands ba?
5 frags apiece.
Ah.
They are the engine of
Scout
the
na siya.
Falcons in the first 2 rounds of play. But around that MP9, of course, comes this force buy of Team Spirit.
May potential
So
ba?
trying to keep that pressure on early. A round that starts with a bit of timidness. Nobody wants to
mahal
make
kayo na ba?
mistakes early.
Dito?
Wrong mentality to have, though, isn't it?
Kay
You know,
unlan-unlan ba?
who's going to be the first
Dili na ma-choppy yan.
to find a gap?
Ah.
Don't go too slowly and make things worse. Down a number is different when you're also down under a minute. This is where it gets really scary. The round goes slowly. Shiro gets more power. He's got a scout to work with. It's time for a nice, decisive call, Falcons. You still have the edge of this round.
Also, just the fact that kill comes in
Late
right as
squeaky is the
smoke
most obvious
popping.
but strongest play.
Frag
Oh.
grenade then as well. Utility's been so well
Another
timed here
one.
for Team Spirit. And they are just going to stay jumbled up on this doorway, even if Sway
Mhm.
were to
Wow.
attack immediately, which he doesn't, getting the fallback
That's
frag
a 1-4-3.
alongside his own death.
Ah.
Nico with a chance to
Kung
clutch up
kinsa ni nga
early,
ma-
20 seconds up against him.
Ila.
Tough place to be in.
Falcons.
Like you said, that scout gets more dangerous, and sure enough, there it is. Shiro arrives on the scene, and we've got a well-positioned
kita.
Team Spirit on that squeaky door. It was the point of contention the entire round. The grenades are so well placed. The back-to-back
Yeah.
smokes with that
Rodama.
opening
Kamera
MP9 build,
kita.
even the frag grenade that whittles them down right before all the Falcons fall.
It's definitely the nature of which that round was lost from Falcons. That's already a little bit
Dapat
concerning
one hands.
on their end. I mean,
Pinas major ba?
everyone
Philippine
guys
major.
coming out of Squeaky, whether it's
Kuwan
early
ba
or
yung
later
next-
into the round.
Next year?
But
Singapore.
By the end, that Spirit know exactly what they're going to try
Manila
to do.
major
And
ba?
I don't think Falcons believe they could have recovered
Wala
the
po.
situation. So,
Hindi
you know, we have seen, I
nag-research.
think, Kicksands T-sides on Nuke. Sometimes it does feel that. He can't
Ako
make the
kay
decisive
Aranita,
call to get
kuwando
everyone
kayo
together.
ng
They
ala.
can get a little bit scared, but then they can also bring it back. And that's why they also have Nico with the experience to make mid-round adjustments and calls.
One hand. Mirad is one click away ba?
Not
O ba na?
dealt with.
Imagine ba? Imagine
Really
ma-outro.
city pressure with that back-to-back force buy works out. Gives them a comfortable one now.
Mirad is one click
Mas
away.
lala ako siya.
Walk across the outer circles goes pretty well for Falcons. Not only moving that scout over, but that's the bomb carrier
Dapat
in
ang major
Monacy.
kay
So
dapat
still hoping
best of
somebody will
5.
step up into
Ito
that
best
scope.
of.
Oh,
Best
Chopper.
of. One naman
In
to,
the
di ba?
meantime, gets aggressive into lobby,
Oh,
right? You're
murag
losing
do-
out,
duwa ra
you
to
know
ka
it.
dula,
Team
ba?
Spirit decides to
Duwa
get
ra to
active. And
Nga
I think a
nira
certain
to.
bit of fearlessness is what they have to come to the server with today. I think that you see that fearlessness in their decision to force
Grabe
buy
kay
round 2
Kwan bay na
and 3,
nagurado bay.
saving just the
Diba?
MP9 from the second.
Yeah.
Bit of damage here for Kyosuke to have to handle, so that Desert Eagle rings off. Chopper taken down to half health, but again, you've got anchors, right? Shiro locked into his corner. You can give Falcons a bit of space.
You can, but I do like that they're showing them right away. They're not scared of them. Now, if it ends up being a mistake for them, then obviously they'll regret that and be embarrassed. But so far, so good here for Spirit.
Just the right amount of pressure comes back from Spirit.
This one who's infiltrated here. We've got one above.
Kicksands sitting top
Nice
of the ladder. He
one.
could look down.
Okay, okay.
Also just
Mirage. Mirage is...
Obviously, Trump's
Nico-
in the meantime, he wants to find
Nico,
that lead player, and
bang,
it's an
uy.
easy Sway's popped. Missed chance on the player behind boxes. Nico will handle that one.
Bomb goes down.
This was not working with a lot, but they do know the positions of the two Falcons players. Certainly recoverable,
Get
and
it.
we see that instantaneously. Shiro coming through with the double.
Spirit
Majority
ko daw, bro.
alive here for Spirit. I'd say certain a bit of timidness,
Kuan
but
bay,
just still
pasmado,
the right amount
pasmado
of
kamal
pressure,
siya, no?
taking that
Manisi.
peek out from Hell window, coming back from Hut to clear rafters.
Dude, imagine if it was Kicksand up in heaven that one time.
Imagine.
What a shot.
Could have been the major. We're all tied up here, folks. 2-2 out of the gate.
And it's funny because
Nag-stream
it's
ba
like,
ka?
on the
Oo,
basis of skill,
pag-partake
the
ako.
head-to-head of, all that
Majority.
stuff should be like, okay, Falcons every day of the week. But what we'll see in this matchup is that Spirit are going to try to show them
Galantok
that
yung
they're not
nagkasakit
scared in
mo.
this particular situation, in this 360 arena of the quarterfinals. And what's also
Ano,
interesting
ikaw na
about
sila?
this, we've been
Half-price
really
sila
critical of a player like Sway,
Ba't
but in
eagle
their
naman to?
series last, it's not really Sway that stood out
Usually,
as
basta
the
inana,
difference
jet
of
kay
how
dili
that,
sila gapalit,
Dong
basta di
gets
sila
countered a lot. He has
maka-utilities.
had matches where he's played well versus Falcons, but also some struggle
Wala.
sessions.
Ano si Jet?
And actually,
Ala, okay
Timir
raman, no?
has had, a
Ala.
really rough
Huh?
and three events for him. But
Sa
since
pro,
League, it hasn't
ayaw
been
ra sila
great.
mag,
I'm
ano,
a huge Timir
o
guy. I think
Byron, if
obviously
like full buy
Heroic
gid.
wasn't,
Way
but
half-half ba?
It's two players.
No, yun dyan sa buy na
Replacing two
tawag.
players who on a stats basis were getting called out, but in other bases we're being told,
Naman
we're
sa
being told
revival
they had a lot of
standby,
value.
di ba?
So they have to justify that.
Dapat eh,
Takot
lalaki
ba?
ba?
Ayun.
Basta
Wala
kaya
pa.
na armor puzzle, okay na na. Di ba? Aim, aim lang ba? Aim lang.
Aim
Aim
labs.
lang.
Criticize him during the slower
Aim
parts
lang.
of the season, but you've also got to put up when push comes to shove, and this is
Aim
going to
lang
be a shoving
katapat.
match all night long.
Pilit na yung Falcons dyan.
Desert Eagles look for heads again, banking on Kyosuke
Sila
and
nang
Nico to
nilodge ba
find
eh?
theirs. A little look over towards the ramp, perhaps. Falcons just moving it around, letting that utility
La.
trickle out from
Wan
Spirit.
balay
Yeah,
man,
this is
liman
the
din
one
si
anchor position I
Yusuke
actually
ang
like
kapahan.
to see Sway in. I really don't like.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm feeling like the pressure's going to come to other parts of the map. I think ramp was brought up, but here they've doubled up.
To take a look at it,
Uy!
with
Oh.
Shiro.
Uyuyo.
Easy pickups thanks to the headshots. Frag
Wow.
grenades to really solidify this, and it's going to
Wala
be all
man.
five alive for Team Spirit.
You see, notice they actually left Sway upstairs by himself. It's actually ramp they double up on.
Cooking na most
They're going to
part
counter
na.
Falcons' game plan like that. Falcons do have a habit of trying to like bully the one player, bully the weaker side of the map. They'll really go for it. We'll see the beat pop on Dust too as well. That's one place where Sway definitely struggles, and actually where Spirit will overstack with 2-3 players. So they're trying to play pragmatic and adapt to what they think Falcons are going to try to do, not just 2-1-2,
Dati
one
na
player
mali
ramp,
ako.
whatever it is in the setup.
So the CT side takes the lead early. Back-to-back force buys nets Team Spirit the 3-round streak. Time for the Falcons to try to break back through, but I mean they have been allowing Spirit to survive with majority each of these 3 rounds that they've won. Not a single death in the round prior, and only a single bomb plant so far as well for the Falcons. It was an early taste of victory with those first 2 rounds, but we're gonna have to see a bit of success within these moments.
Grabe na.
So they'll go for that back layered smoke on the cross, and no pressure out of it really. Team Spirit, when this
Yeah.
outer yard is going, have really had this affinity to just go take lobby instead.
As long as you don't leave with nothing, so they don't put pressure on the cross here. Now they're insisting the rotation downstairs, plus they've already taken over Hut. So actually the answer has to go back to
Kinsay
Falcons
kuha ni
since
mo
they
Jet.
grouped up quite heavily.
Yung James or Jeff.
They don't really get the trick from Team Spirit. This is
Finals
actually the
ninyo.
big player of the round.
Overall?
Oh, overall nga finals. Dili daog ba? Kanang head to head.
Nico sits on top, waiting for the headshot to try to come
Falcons.
his way.
Just watching for a big garage
Fury.
wrap. Extremely passive setup.
Not the first one either that Spirit have played.
That leaves that
pick
help
nga
to
ako, ah.
and even they see that coming out, they're going to be
Same
unarmed.
Mouse.
Sa man nga kwan, sa man nga smoke.
Regardless, it's
Wow.
been going off.
He has to watch
Yeah,
out.
jet ko gina nga smoke ba?
Shiro from the top
Okay.
of the site, just
Okay.
Wala fight, hindi na.
Okay.
down all 3 attempts.
GG, oy, purot.
And it is another
Upat.
unsuccessful one for the
Dato na
Falcons.
kayong
Mouse
spirit.
ko ba? Mouse Fury ko ba?
You know,
For
not
some
all smokes
reason.
are missed equal. Sometimes it's a barrage window smoke that's
Ako
an
kay
establishing smoke, but no one's
Spirit.
playing it, no one
Spirit
watches it.
Mongols.
This is a
Yung,
position where this is so
Go,
critical
Jeff.
to literally what the
Kasi
guy who's
Jeff, sorry.
feeling outside is going to see.
Tumira kita.
And that one misses. I mean, you can't afford that. You can't
Yo, yo, yo,
miss
sama.
utility in a game like
Finals
this.
ni
I mean,
mo
think
ni.
about it. Nico is
Yeah,
looking
it's
at the
a
window that was
prediction,
supposed to be
prediction.
smoked when Donk just shoots him in the side of the head. That smoke actually
Ako
lands.
kay gusto ko tin Falcons na pero murag gay kung dili nila maka-shutdown si Donk bay murag ana gid. PS
Gigipraise.
gid ang madogan ni.
Gipraise ba ni Donk si Kyosuke ba nga? Mas maayo daw siya. Mas maayo daw si Kyosuke niya.
Oo. Wala na si Nico. Nico down.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Individually siguro pero it's a team game after all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ang stats man Hans kay wala pa daog ang team spirit sa Falcons.
Legit?
Ah,
Oh,
Pero
zero
stat
ba?
na?
Ang team spirit. Oh.
oh, wala na. That will be broken now.
Patay kay Jinx ba?
Yan ang sinasabi ko eh.
Di ay, I was expecting murag gachug-chug gapon ang Falcon sa ilo. Kaya grabe ba?
Storya na si Doko. Opa.
Ang kwan ni Donk ba, ang AK na imog off ba?
Lethal kayo.
Oo. Ang vehicle lagi. Lagi mo off.
Si Nico?
Mas brato pa. Oh. Wala na. Monsi ni. Buhi pagitanan na lang. Puno na ang kwarto sa spirit. Mga
Puro
puno-puno.
magkakon. Puro man multiple choice ilang papel.
Wala. Super.
Si kwan?
Ito na si Chopper.
Chops.
Dugay na no. Dugay na sa chapter ba? May IP pa na sa una.
Ano na siya? Coach sa Team Spirit ba?
Dili.
Chopper.
IGL.
Ay,
Player. Just a spirit.
oops. Mr. Bean.
Anong katindo?
Dili. Sa ano mo to? Falcons mo to katong ano? Ano yung kanang tabad ni Dong? Sa ano? Sa ubos.
Wala.
Mr. Bean ba?
Lagi.
Hello.
Wala. Tree Heaven.
So, exit siya din ang kung sa bara sa CS. After. Sorry.
Naman to.
Okay.
Walang thrill by na hawa. Suma.
Di kayo nasaba mong background na brief mo di akong CS.
And versus Falcons, the last time they played Nuke, he almost got Nace.
Great reaction to shut down Nico, shuts down the test and
Oh,
swing through
good.
smoke and commit as he has
Overhit
to
na si
go back to
Dwight.
life.
Unang
Great to see.
nagkuhan kang ano
For a guy
Kisuke.
who's under the microscope right now, is trying to justify his spot.
Ito mo nang kauban ni
Coming into a team
Falcons na siya.
major last year, he picked up the float with this
He's
roster
right.
already.
Si Sui.
Si Magis man siguro to ya.
That's the
Basta
progress
tambok. Ala.
that you want
Magis.
to see.
Grabe ba eh?
Patay.
Falcons end up
Bro.
throwing this T-side. Can't help but feel like they're starting to
Isa.
feel a little bit
Pare, magandang na ako.
Parang biro lamang yan ah.
Murag, ano ba? Murag naka, ayun na lang.
Especially his story and some
Three
of the
minutes
big
yan.
games that he's lost, but like Kicksan has
Wala may gabuan. Sa rin na.
things to flip
Ang
and
good.
T-sides haven't been that interesting in the last couple of weeks.
Murag ang profile ni Zwei kay
Magis.
And more than that, just indecisive.
naka
I think that's the key word.
down.
Okay.
Si down. Ala.
Me down. Grabe, na-execute ko.
Oh, it's a
Lord.
Gahit,
Just the mode
overhit.
down on the
Ano ba
attempted
eh?
exit out through the squeaky side. Shiro's
Hit
gonna
na kayo.
jump in, and that's gonna take Nico down to mere points of HP.
hit na
Sway's
kasi
wall
Zoe,
back,
eh.
comes out over on vent side, and this is just a suffocating
Isa lang,
round
guys, ha?
yet again.
Hit na kayo.
Ikaw na ignahands nga. Hindi ko naman yan tinuro sa inyo guys.
Alright.
It would have been one
Heads up,
thing
no?
to walk into the server and to fight Falcons to the very end. It's a whole other beast for this impenetrable CT side to make Falcons so far look like fools.
Crossing Eco.
This is going to be the head-to-head that counts. No
Thank
matter
you
how
for
many
the like,
5
thank
maps
you
in a
for the
row or
likes.
whatever, this is going to be the one that's remembered.
Ah,
Looks
Ah,
like Spirit
paribando.
is the assignment.
Grabe ba?
Falcons, quick start, but since then, nothing.
7 rounds now in a row for Spirit. Only one
Wan,
bomb
maganda.
planted
City-sided
with
ba?
them all.
Ala.
Back to the gun rounds where last time we
Wala
saw them
na,
take that
stream.
more aggressive look into the
Huh?
A site, trying to play with timing.
Nawalang strip?
It's not the game yet either.
Flash over top.
Chopra. Kasi ako to nawala.
Chopper doesn't move a muscle. Shiro gonna try to hunt as that
Hero.
smoke soon
Ala.
to fade.
Ala.
Covers the cross of one, fire on his feet.
Wow.
That's a 5 versus 4, but what cost?
Ala.
Okay.
Grenade from Odyssey,
It's a
so be it.
chance.
Peeks into the duel with the offers. Kyosuke
We need this. We need that.
Anong sabi boss?
No. No.
We don't just see
Spirit.
one player pop off, but everything comes
Major ba
together
ni?
as one.
Oh, major.
Yeah.
Last,
Hindi niyo patagan, hindi
Last
niyo
na yun.
patagan ang kuan ba? Si The Uncrowned King.
Uncrowned King.
Si one click, one mirage is away. Click.
What?
ito ba eh. Manang nag-graduate ba eh.
Dawag na lang sila
Pwede
nito.
din yung story ang coach ba?
Kung ito,
Ayan na, if sa break.
Time out.
Timeout sila. Timeout.
Bawal sila ATM.
Walay backseat ba? Chuy lagi itong molly.
Victories here for Spirit. You know they're gonna have
Kaya aware ang kuan kay aware ang coach asa
to the
kontra.
very end. 2 rounds left.
Lagi.
Kioski is also this X factor
Crowd ba?
versus Spirit.
Ala.
He's played extremely
Mm.
well. He's taken
Time
over
out,
an
ah.
entire game versus Spirit in a Falcons jersey.
Lang.
Official partners
Last
on
two lang
tap
na.
Spirit
Kay
as they come
kuan na
through with
si
a
Dong.
7-3 lead, even in the face
Kita
of
kuan na.
this late
Grabe ang mga molly nila.
Nico.
Just a glance over top of Silo. And a far more vacant yard this time from Spirit as well. Right? A stark contrast to the last round where they
Diba?
stacked
One
off
set
on
there.
the red and
All
had two
smokes.
supportive elements still floating over towards the CT spawn. It's just a deeper look from Shiro and Don playing on the
Ano
close
nang kuan
phone,
meta karon ba?
but nobody there just
kabantay ko.
Isa ra gasmok sa tanan.
Mas dool man gud ang rest of the kuan good. Rest of the team sa entry.
Uy, 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 uy.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Zero to hero. Hero to zero.
0 to 0.
Hero to Amanaki.
Ayaw. Kapit ra ba na siya gi-compare ni Simple?
Oy, Nico! Batay. Uy, nawi.
Oh my
Oy,
God.
oy, oy. Oy.
Oh, Shibal. What?
Oy.
It's just guys.
It's just choppa, choppa. Oh,
Chopper's got a late response. Falcons have that bomb plan.
Isa-isa dayon. Isa-isa.
Sada sa gloves ay.
Ba?
Lang Turkey ba? Specialist gloves na, di ba?
Oy,
Balag
yeah.
ko na lang, babe. Balag.
Nice control of his aggression right
Balag
now.
battle card, babe.
Opportunity to take a peek at him
Marble.
and then went a little bit deeper.
Marble
Wasn't
fit, no?
around when he didn't full commit to taking up stairs by himself. Kind of both flex the fact
Hans,
that
kondo
he's
ano,
and he
Hans?
should
Ah,
be
giveaway
able
na
to
inana.
when he sees an opportunity go for a
Giveaway
goal like that,
now.
but also didn't overcommit. That's
Ulol.
no loss for him.
Ulol.
rata naman ron, Han. Kaya na
Sila giveaway the odds.
Volleys and
Ana si Jet.
like this could have just been
Wala pa daw niya na-claim yung mga giveaway. Sige siya like.
they take their advantage, they press even harder. It feels like last round. So that's 2 in a row. A little different this time, which is nice. The variety's
Si
coming
Jet, hindi
through.
na natin mag-like, no?
Wala naman eh. Wala.
And even though Spirit made a nice bounce back, these 2 last rounds have been a bit of a mystery, I feel like, for them.
Oh.
You said it at one point in this half, Team Spirit understand the assignment, and it feels like a team that's done their homework and has come in prepared to impress.
Ito tong ginakuan gali ni Manisi gali na
No
off.
doubt enough of a T-side already, a bit
Yung ano to?
Yung Garmay. Saan?
Going near.
then they
Goal
just
near.
outside
Going near.
the momentum.
Si Nigor, oy.
Kioski
Oh.
and Moxley, the
Going
critical
near.
success
Oy,
is
oy, 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 oy.
scouring the field looking for the first points again. So, gonna get to shoot Donk in the
Lo ilas raw na ni bay. Ay mo sigara gara diha bay.
in the round.
Ay, nag-live ka sa Twitch, Hans?
Crossover to Secret.
Oh, everywhere.
Ah,
Everywhere. Oy.
everywhere I go. Ano
No.
day?
Now all of China knows we're here.
Careful in that corner. At a moment's
Huh?
notice, this is Spirit starting to look for a press. You think back to all the times that they pushed into the lobby. They're on the brink of doing
Huh?
it again.
No?
From both
No?
sides. 2 players per side.
Oh,
Guys,
no.
they know what to
Don't
do.
get out of the round. That's gonna open up
Oh,
your eight
no.
round.
Tatay ni talikod.
Wow.
Yahak na. Yahak ka timing. Ay, nasa mo na.
Wala na igo sa ano kay sa muli.
Sa mole.
Inside of this corner can catch them on the fall
Oh,
No,
on
ang
the
timing,
hit.
oh.
Why?
Nico's answer still
Nico.
finding its moment.
Time,
Nico,
time.
Nico, ni.
Oh, on hit ace. Ace.
Ace.
In the final round of the CT side.
Half na.
Will give Falcons
Oh, half na.
something to think about.
Too big, too big, too
Spy.
big, too big. Razor di si Nico ba?
Oh, Razer.
Monster. Oh.
Ikuan na siya. Sa gani Hans.
Sponsor.
Wowie, wowie.
Ala.
Monster. Monster siya sa kwan. Pati monster. Kwan po, Ralph Lauren Hans. Ala.
Marama James.
Pero Flowrin.
O sa Solomon po James, no?
What?
XT6.
Kwan dyan?
Wow. Wow. Precision.
Red Balls? Dyan?
Red Balls.
Smile na. No.
Very
Smile na
Roger.
si Dong.
Kwan man na, unya. Magmaot ang dagoy ana unya.
Ala.
Ano?
Si Mr. Bean.
Kanya mo, huwag lagi emotion ba? Na isa ka dula? Ay wala. Isa ra
Wala. Ang next sa kay Vitality, Monko.
Nico.
Nico.
I don't know.
Hala.
Mang
Sa kaya niya.
pagbaylo ka mo.
Pati Twitch na ads siya. Come on. What's going on?
Unsa pag profit nila way ad.
Nisikat mo na sila sa unang huli
And
ads.
sometimes it takes time for everybody to get in. Because they have to do
Falcons
security
di si Kuan day. Une.
have to check if anybody full bot, if anybody is rocking like
Ano
an AK
matapang
or
o
something.
ni bay.
And then you gotta kick him
Watch
out. You know?
partying, another watch partier.
Get right. Plum.
There it is automatically.
Si Flom,
I'm not
gapila
sure
siya ba?
though, between the game itself, so
Kung ini-apil si Dende ba eh. Binuwang na ba eh.
Huh?
Dende.
Dinday. Kurinta na ni siya ba?
30 po eh.
quarantine TP. Fuck, you know, second one.
The fact that he's doing it versus what's their biggest rival.
Dagan ka pun galto kang ano ba? Unipixel ba?
Oo sama na ta. Pero surprised ko ba wala siya sa nomination sa Kuan? CS nga Content Creator of the Year? Or ambot? Sige tuyo niya.
And also puts a stop to
Let's
front
see,
movement.
eh.
Small
TP
first
silent.
Let's see.
round. I think they lost one player.
Bang. I think not.
I think donk.
I think not.
As Tahir comes through with the second in the pistol,
Oh,
Chopper's
oh,
anchoring
oh,
towards spawns
oh,
to keep
oh,
Mossy preoccupied. He would have loved
Gisiradaan.
sight, but that's gonna welcome
Sa
that
Twitch.
spirit.
Uy, wala kita ikaw sa
Siradaan gud do.
Siradaan ba eh?
Chopper escapes, runs for the hills as his teammates do all the
Nico.
work.
What you gonna do? What you gonna
It wasn't that
do?
immediate hit.
Patay.
The Falcons
Live.
themselves threw onto that A side and their own T side. This was just a certain pause and then that follow through. And Team Spirit's pistol as convincing as you could ask. Kyosuke will find one for the road as four stand strong. And we
Ano
got
na,
Spirit
bayan na studyhan ng Falcons.
this victory.
Sa maning nga emotion be. Sad.
Na-research.
Competitive without the second
Happy.
pistol. It's gonna be a struggle
Sad.
here for
Ano happy man?
Wala siya emotion. Possible.
Teses ato ba sa lapay.
Ni drop no.
Oh, drop siya.
every single map so far, right? They never even had to
Sulod sila diretso ato pagpatay niya.
It's the closest Spirit have gotten in the last 5 maps, getting an overtime loss.
Pulihan na po lugar si Teses ani. Alaya awas na. Tanan na lang ang pulihan ba? Pati ang coach pulihan.
Kina Lakers.
Some kind of no scout involved.
Wow.
Sada kang kang dong pod nga kuan ba?
Saw the power of the force behind
Combination
for
wide
Spirit
street.
CT side.
So he's got the MP5 because he's got it like that right now. He can do anything he wants.
Off of the ace in round 12. Go
18
ahead.
and 8. He's right now. He's babysitting Donk over here at 12 and 5.
Kinsay daog sa previous nga major wala koy update ba kinsay daog sa ever since 2023. Vitality ba? Last nga major?
May
Dili.
lata.
Right.
We'll see.
Or unsa to na major ang base?
Pinaka recent nga major.
Maniacs.
Okay.
You know,
Maybe
Research
last year.
funds.
Obsessed with Sway.
Yeah.
Bring it in with these Desert Eagles. I mean, the targets are right there, and they keep checking their back every once in a while, just in time.
Bomb.
Okay.
Easy shutdown for the
Dami
play.
hunger.
Look for a second, like maybe Team Spirit weren't going to hold it. They really allowed Falcons to just simply come to them. While the ball
Last
gets
man.
stopped in the process again, it's just this one.
No
match.
way,
Team
dude.
Spirit into the double digits. We have Falcons sitting on a measly 4 rounds at the moment.
Ano naman to? Ano, gi-appeal man to? Mga vitality man to
See a lot
sila.
of energy coming out of Spirit. They're wondering why they didn't start well, and then they just
Team
come back
Spirit.
and decide all their
Major.
movements and everything. I mean, apart from
Sa
what
ano?
having a really great day right now,
Sa
there's
Shanghai
a
Major.
protocol in place to counter all the outside hits that were coming.
Team
The
Spirit.
amount of
Team
times
Spirit.
inside of Secret, the amount of
One
times
day
they
ni day.
punished the crossbow, whether it was rotating
OKC
early,
versus Lakers din ni day.
all
Wala.
smoke, putting damage
Tay.
across.
Si Lakers.
They had
Come
an
on.
answer for every single team player.
Come on.
Now they're going to go fast, right? Big. Oh!
Bomb.
What's up? Say Lakers.
Lakers!
Bronny James.
Just moments ago,
Prunggoy.
Tara na, bye.
Headshot.
Oh, but it's two back. It's the other side.
Gets Team Spirit thinking for a second. I mean, they wanted to play
Oh,
rapid into that
Bakbay, bakbay, gamay.
They're met
Pak.
by some resistance. That's what you
Wala,
don't
kita
expect
pak.
when you play so
Great.
quickly. And so you
Once in a-
almost pay the ultimate price.
This one's possible for Monacy.
Scott Donk
Possible.
locked in towards Hut. Shiro with that MP5 is going to have his back turned as Donk comes through.
So
There
you
is
win.
a savior.
Grabe, nagkamot ni Bataan eh.
To recover after the double Desert Eagle shots at a Tesses.
Second one was jumping. Very nice round out of Tesses. Nice try. And maybe that gets him back into the map. But what is the map
Kurot ng
right now?
tubig.
It's abysmal.
2 rounds from the loss here.
Yeah.
2 kills for Tesses. It's still a 3
Kabay na sa red.
13
Ang
scoreline
Falcons.
individually.
4 rounds with a pistol. What are we talking about here?
Pag-build din ni Bay. Daog
This is
na
not
ang
a best of 5.
spirit.
Gotta get that engine going, Falcons.
Few gun rounds we might actually end up seeing in the second
How
half.
many tac pauses are we getting? So
I know Hallie took one the moment Spirit lost the round.
that's not even
Winning round.
But what a contrast. Up 7-3 and immediately calls one.
Okay. That
What it
time.
was worth, right? 1 round.
Ano daw,
beaten
Nico,
in
ano?
that first
Ano yung
half
favorite
just for the
spot?
road. Nico, back turn to him. Dogs gonna be the first casualty
Wow.
of round 16.
Instant trade out of
Superstar of the show. Tanier
Grabe ba yun? 1-3 dan ba yun?
sets the heavens
Gee,
ablaze.
Patay,
small
gisuro
win,
graph.
small
Burns
win.
down by half health as he just
Half
commits
ng
himself to the back
Right
of this
kayo
bomb
sila,
site.
bay.
There's no real commitment on the other side.
He has to
Read
be a
man,
hero
bay?
right
Naka-
now.
na-read
What else
man?
is he gonna do?
Game recognizes game ba eh? Wala.
Basahan ba eh?
Okay.
Nako.
Lahi yan na.
Win lagi ba eh? Yak, kaya ba eh?
Lahi mo dola
The
pag
time to
playoff.
jump right now on Spirit is
Pag
spectacular.
major.
These headshots
Wala nang rot na mong tubig. Ano sige magkagtungab? Wala.
Ihi na nga, ihi na, ihi na.
Look at the map points they have at hand. This is not
Kadungog man ka mag-reverse sweep ba? Hala.
Wala. Wala ba? Wala.
Stricto gyapon kayo maski kadugon. Grabe ba?
Game is not over.
Irrelevant at this point,
Job
and
not
especially not
finished.
getting momentum off their
Job
pistol,
not finished.
not getting the ending of the last round, which obviously an ace from Sway.
Ito tong katong last time, reverse sweep yung to. Ito tong ilang kontra.
One-sided has happened for them.
Kuan.
Si ang
Gito.
Falcons.
I think a one-sided game
Dito,
as well.
reverse sweep.
I also don't like the third round right after they're winning. They could have won that.
Siksa nila nga
They
jail
had
run.
another anti-ego, another anti-force bite, and they
No,
looked already really sloppy in that
Nag-blame
moment.
F ang dula lagi na.
Really get sloppier from there, but then they still just weren't as good as Spirit. So I feel like it's a combination
Oh.
of the nerves and the game plan.
Wala, makabay mo
Unfortunately
tayo.
for Falcons, a lot to overcome.
Famash.
in this match.
It's now or never. The final countdown.
Sana na, nasa like it, to like it ha.
Tay, gispaman ba?
Patay. Patay. Kahit 18 drive-by. On hit. Wait.
Compare ba yan? Ay, di din. Zero din.
Zero. Wow.
Ba,
Ay,
ayaw
ay,
inita kaya ni Nia eh.
This is zero
Hit
communication
kayo.
now. He's just still up here on silo. Was that even comped?
Feels like he can do whatever the hell
Dili
he
si
wants at the
Donk ang
moment.
master
The shots are
player
backing up
karon.
his decisions.
Si
Anong
Quicksand
dunk.
smoked off from outer.
Mga all-star player.
Now they've already opened up their next idea.
Kuan ba? Gi-swerve jet pa. Sabi nila si Donk ang kuan ba.
One last Hail Mary.
Yawa, ano nga, position ni Tiner eh.
Something you gotta get the game going.
TNIR oh.
To hold it from.
Yeah, it feels
Ilray
like
mati.
they're being read
That's
like
fine.
a book.
Wow.
Yata
And if you
nga.
ever make a single
Wow.
Isa-isa.
you were never in this
GG.
game.
Wala na.
Falcons
Kyosuke
have
last
the
man
critical error
standing.
out of the game
Hello,
in this
hello.
quarterfinals.
Been absolutely skill checked.
GG.
Shake it to their core.
Every
Nice,
member
daog
of
ko
Team
sa
Spirit has
Tara na sa duha
Ah,
ba?
nagkwande ka dyan?
What are the
Oh.
Falcons?
Grabe ba?
You've got Donk
Pero
Raymond
gamay ra ba
against
na,
me. You've
na
got Sway
mali
beyond
akong
his
bet
limits.
isa.
And Kyosuke, in an unwinnable 1 versus 5, has been found out.
May
Everybody's
face
going to
it,
come
eh?
and challenge. Because not only have Spirit
Ah.
just picked up the first map of this quarterfinals, but you have not put a dent in their confidence.
The worst part is, Spirit didn't even have to try that hard. I barely got going talking about this match.
Hubo,
Everything
hubo,
Spirit
Pila ra
SJ
man to
mo.
ka minutes?
Major playoffs quality.
Magkatawa si
Everything
Nico
Falcons
kay
did showed us
yung first
that
shift daw.
this is
The
where
first shift daw.
the match matters the most for them. This is where the head-to-head before this match doesn't. And this is where they can be fully embarrassed on stage versus what would be
Bata,
one of their
momentum.
favorite opponents.
In one of the hottest
What's the next?
quarterfinals of this
Last to?
anticipated
Dili, dili.
At the moment, Falcons nothing but a speed bump in the face
What's the
of Team
next map?
Spirit and Sway.
Hindi ko sure. Ancient?
Or gasto man bro. Ancient third.
Ah, that's two eh.
Dito.
Kani oh. Muna akong fail ang finals ba?
Spirit versus Vitality? Or Spirit, ano?
Spirit
Falcons?
Furia.
Ah, Spirit Furia.
Or Spirit Furia or Mouse Furia.
Mouse Furia.
Spirit phone calls by.
Pero navig yapon ta. Navig yapon sa. Marami.
Pero
Oy, boring. Oy, boring.
Boring.
Joke. Basher kayo na. Laro, green water you doing green na. Ay, offline man.
It's either, ano ni Hans?
Green, what's your problem? Green na.
It's either the Octa,
¿Sabéis? Si la bomba está ahí,
Or daog-daog ta.
ya en vez
Sí,
de poner
lo
la
vale,
línea
lo
recta
vale.
al lado.
wala pa yung lower
Katulad
bracket.
sa'yo?
Dips.
Wala na eh.
Wala
Wala
na.
na, quarter naman eh, oh. Ditso na. Ayun, si Nico. Ay, kuwag na si Nico na po din yung ipiguan. Guys, hindi na po na maayo.
Tak-tak na no, mapildihan ni ba?
Oh,
Bay. Playoffs.
losers out.
Gilang. I believe.
No.
You
Ayaw.
punch.
I kinda believe.
Ayaw dyan.
Nice game. I mean, honestly, nice game. Like, there were some good attempts. I think Yandex was exceptional.
Sad.
Watson, no? Yeah,
Good series so far. Really good series.
May kamayo.
Yeah,
Top 1 ka ba si Watson karon?
it was a good Doom pick. I think
No
our
idea.
draft was not good against
Not
triple
or
my,
Watson.
draft.
not,
I think
not my
when
idea.
we, it's not necessarily wrong. I like our draft if we play to its strengths. We can beat this draft.
I mean, it's the combination of triple B.
You see lightning fast reflexes. We see countless hours building trust. You see a single moment of triumph. We see the 1,000 failures that forged it.
Grabe.
Victory isn't just the moment. We win because we reached it together. Level up as one.
Chief light play.
Paano Hans? 1-2. 1-2. Wala.
Naman to.
6-7. Ano na?
Sai City.
Ano sama ni si Som CS? Nahimo na mag-Valorant. Som
Retire
CS
na ganina siya na.
Grabe
Major,
mo rin,
paano ni siya? Major winner man ni siya sa Valo. Nakaligtas. Yan, ni-retire. Retired na din.
Major win, what di ba ni? Pero ba ni di ba ni major winner si CS?
Dele.
Prodigy di ba?
Oo.
Ano yung Prodigy sa una?
Pero wala gyapon eh. Naka-outshine gyapon siya ni Stewie. Sige, ragyawit. Kani po si Hiko. Lati. Gan pa ba?
Gan pa.
Kani yahak gusto ko ngani ba eh. Sa man niya ngani ah.
Unsa?
Kani ngani nga counter ba? Sa daki ba eh.
Counter. Saan ang counter?
Kani sa kilid ba? Lower right. Win or loss counter.
Kana?
Kani.
Nobody forces me to use any peripherals. I don't have any peripheral sponsors. I'm using a final mouse.
Ikaw na Hans,
I have my
katoy mo
mouse
ha ba?
pad, I have the Razer keyboard, and I have a HyperX headset.
One of our prioritized titles. I think we are in the esports community. We're still a very young and still a very immature organization.
Immature ba eh. Siya na nag-ingon.
Is to make the players understand that performance is not only about hours behind the computer. It is having a curiosity about the sleep, the nutrition, the physical training, and all that. So it is very much about
Ang esports gi-integrate na lagi ang mga diet lagi na kaya.
Mo di ay. Ala. Anong spirit, anong fitness. Ala.
Nag-gymmers na nanda.
Wait, what? You're watching the major?
Nagtanaw si. Ay gadula man di gyapon ni kuan silang do. Norris. Gadula gyapon ni sig CS oh. Tanaw di siya kuan. Okay. Ala. Hater kayo. Nasa dere sa chat. Ay. Wala man. Wala eh. Fuck.
Ayusin nyo guys.
Tarungin
Huwag
niyo
nyo
naman.
ako ipahiya dito. Lang.
Really struggling with the communication, and especially in-game you could see that with trade fragging, and he was really hard to even get some words out of him, so it was a really kind of like short interview. But I have to say that Dust 2 is coming up, and for that map specifically you really need to step up in a lot of areas that he said they're really lacking, so let's see how it goes.
The Spirit Clinic in session tonight, and you will never guess who the spearhead of the operation was. For Falcons, their map pick, only a handful of rounds going their way. Maui, it was very clear who was in control on map number 1.
It would have been completely forgivable for Spirit to lose to. Falcons were the favorites going into it. A lot of reasons where Sway didn't even really play it with Namiga, but for him to be the hero today, for him to play his best map that I've ever seen him play for Spirit is just insane. Sure, like the numbers might say he was better in some studio game. Given the context, this is the best game I have ever seen Sway play in his life. It's got shades of Magic's back in Shanghai with how important it is and how unexpected it is.
Yeah, and it completely crumbled Falcon's game plan. He was their sole reason they could actually shut them down, make sure that they didn't get anything off of that T side. As you said, it looked ridiculous. It was almost like we were saying in the green room, is that Donk playing on Sway's PC? It was unbelievable performance. Multi-kill after multi-kill, and Falcons had no options.
Yeah, let's just dive into some of those Sway highlights straight off the bat, because as you said, Devil Walk, so many multi-kills, sometimes in back-to-back scenarios, and so mobile around the map as well. This was a masterclass coming out of Sway today.
Yeah, I think if we go into the rounds, is it round 3, I think? We're gonna see him just shutting them down in the door area, and just, I mean, the stability. It feels like they never really enter the site. As we take a look here, he gets this MP9. This is a really, really crucial round for them to actually gain that money control, to gain them some space and playground to actually play with. And I mean, there's no trade potential even. Even when he gets mollied, he backs off, gets another. What can you do? Here's Sway again. I mean, take it away, Maui.
I mean, the ability that we saw in glimpses on Namiga from Sway, all on display here. This is all of the potential that I've been waiting for such a long time. I don't even mind. Okay, sometimes I get fairly attributed to saying that this guy sucks or whatever, but no, I did say that for Sway. I thought this guy was a bum. I thought this guy was a bum. I thought this guy had no place on Spirit whatsoever. But today, he obviously proved his value. The anchoring that he pulled off there was just something that Falcons clearly wanted to test in the beginning of this game. Like, A site has been a weak spot for Spirit on this map. Chopper and Sway, like, I'm a feast on that bomb site, but when Sway's playing like that, well, look who's feasting now.
And that's the thing, I don't blame Falcons for trying to exploit that weakness that we've seen time and time again, because you're totally right, Maui. It's something that we've seen just sadly attributed to Sway, but not today for him.
I just feel like I have to apologize. we'll let the whole series play first out completely to see what happens next, but no, I mean, the game plan was simple. They wanted to go for him in particular. We saw some of the ramp efforts, some of the outside yard efforts. I feel like Spirit were keyed into exactly how Falcons wanted to play this matchup.
Yeah, they were one step ahead. I like what they did with the kind of the Dong Shiro do on the outside. They removed Dong very early game. They put Shiro also in that kind of under heaven spot, so he had very, very limited time on his rotations, so he could shut those early kind of pops down towards ramp. He was also very mobile towards that inner, so they did a great adjustment.
2.33 KD.
They're not gonna come yard. They're gonna go inner. They're gonna go ramp. Let's make sure that we shut this down early, and then we can move back to our original game plan and our original comfort with kind of breaking those nades once we kind of herd Falcons into that outer side area.
I feel like all the stats men, you know, on the forums, on Twitter and stuff, they'll be doing their homework right now, but surely this has to be like one of, if not the best map for Sway in his career, right? And what a stage to be doing it on.
But it's also Spirit. I mean, Spirit, the team itself, going up against Falcons, the only map they really want this year is a Mirage. Back in February, it's not even the same lineup. They move into this, they've been destroyed on Nuke, they've been destroyed on Ancient, they've been destroyed on Dust 2, which has been their pick. And then to play a 13-4 with Donk doing, you know, really, really well. I mean, everyone on the server was exceptional on that Spirit side. And every single time in the past, Falcons had the upper edge. They've been the ones with the prep work. They have been the ones that figured Spirit out. But this time around, completely different.
A couple months ago, Ollie made the claim that, you know, I don't know CS, but I speak well. I mean, I think I should leave the CS to him, okay? Because on his most recent dream roster that he put together, which made the rounds on social media, he put Dom, he put Apex, he put Robs, he put Shiro, and then he included Sway, and I was like, this guy, he does not know ball. Clearly, he just knows it.
straight back to the drawing board, reset going into map 2. Was it down to a simplistic game plan as Zonic was highlighting?
Kita mo to overrun. Kita mo to overrun.
Map sa kuan, di ba? Map sa dunk. Map sa dunk. Map sa spirit. Pero kabalo gyud po ng con sa anak eh.
Oh, that's still yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. Pero
init si Zuedaan ba si Dunk pa gyud. Wala nag-consider ang Falcons ba.
Nawala si James pa, wala.
Nawala sa Discord?
Oo. Atang kwartahan sa posta ko.
Patay.
Wala na, kurot akong kwarta.
Kaya na. Nanay, where Winsmith sa cellphone ba? Where Winsmith? So, magsugod. Ano naman sila countdown?
Go. Wow. Wow.
Some people would probably look at it and say, well, what about Dixon? What about Texas? They weren't Nico. I'm not looking for them
They
to
weren't
those kinds of numbers. So I know that you can bring the whole chip down with you, but when Modesty more or less does his job, when Kyosuke definitely did his job, you need Nico to be performing. And I get that there was a role shift. I get that now he's playing on top of Silo.
0.42.
Allah. 0.4. 88. Nico.
Aray ko po!
Giloya, oy. Giloya.
Ko!
37.5 ADR.
It's a major time.
Kuha man ang ano. That's up.
Nico.
Man ang isa ba? Nawala man.
Nawala ba eh? Hindi siya gusto makita ang stats ni Nico.
Sa may emotion na niyaron ba?
Emotion. Makik na siya sa alcohol.
Na-bust by bust.
Higda na siya ba eh? Ready to sleep.
Emotion na niya ba isa?
Namuli-muli na ako sa mga kubuhaton ba eh?
Sama ni ba? Niabot lagi ko diri ba eh? Ala, grabe ba eh?
Fall or fall, patay.
Mag-spirit pag ako map 2 or mag-Falcons.
Pila lugar mong kuna na dyan times 2?
Less than. Almost times 2. Mark 1.8, 1.9, 1.9. 67%, long that's to 80%.
Balik na. Araw.
Serious mode na daw. Serious na nga. Wala, dool. Sa'yo gibuhat ba eh?
Nag-games siya?
Kuya.
Kung sa itong plano ba eh? Kung saan man ipagkaw na ito? Para maka-major winner na ka.
Kapalit na tag-ticket pa uli ba eh? Wala.
Nakabok.
Nakabok na tag-ticket? Yeah.
Don't play with any hesitancy. Make sure you play your own style because this is the worst case scenario for Falcons already. They have nothing to lose going into the second match and actually just, you know, relaxing a little bit and performing.
Well, before we do dive into that second map, that is indeed Dust 2. I believe Donna has been getting busy down in the crowd, so let's check in with her.
Hey guys, what up?
What up?
Hello. Hi. So you speak good English, huh?
I'm pretty much.
Okay, where are you from, guys?
We're from Sweden.
Oh, you too? Sweden. But then you speak good English. Also, these people speak good English, no? You're also from Sweden?
Yeah. All from Sweden.
All from Sweden, okay. Which team did you come to support to?
Furia.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, Furia.
Kung moabot og nila ang major by madto mo.
Keserato. Fallen, all.
What about you?
Fallen, of course.
Jeff og Jet.
Okay, but you have a sign for another
Sana,
player.
sana.
Who do you have?
Kung moabot og Manila ang major ba. Madto mo. Matanaw mo.
CS? Dili ata. Depende.
Yeah, they changed that with an A. Okay, guys, is this your
Feel ko
first
mo tanaw
time
kita na Hans ba?
How are you liking it?
Ba?
It's very good.
Ang sinala
And how are you liking the arena here?
It's big.
I thought
It's very
that.
big, but it's nice. It's modern. We like it.
And is it do you guys go to CS?
It's gonna be so
No, it's our
memorable
first time,
for
so,
you.
We like it very much. However, the beer tap is very slow, so we're a bit disappointed about it.
Okay. Yeah, you have to go to Cologne for that.
It's better than
The Hans Hans.
And, how do you guys know each other from CS?
No, from school,
Mga Hans.
and football as well.
And you're all CS fans as well.
Yeah, of course.
That's amazing. Okay, guys, I hope you have an amazing event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Where's Owen?
Always asking. Yeah, if you're a Dog or a Spirit fan right now, you're going to be feeling pretty good, particularly as they're going to be moving into their map pick. That is Dust 2, where they're going to be starting on the T side of things, Maui. Now, it wasn't a map that you were highlighting is where you've seen too
You
much
say T side?
change from that T
Yeah,
side.
sure.
Do you expect any differences to be played out today?
You have to, because the last two times the teams face off against each other was Falcons that got the better of Team Spirit. I feel like Donk, in terms of being an entry on this map, sometimes just thrown to the wolves in terms of swinging off of Cat, first guy going, spacing isn't always the best. I feel like he's got to tighten up, and that's sort of what we've been actually seeing here so far at Budapest. The fact that Donk just looks like he's a little bit more in the unit. There was the interview coming into
Ano sa name pa ni?
how he wants to be
Those
a little bit of
two.
a team player. He's still going first a lot,
Those
don't
two.
get me wrong, but I feel like maybe there's a moment of hesitation. He's waiting a heartbeat or two so that everybody can catch up with him, so that he's in the pack, so that they're a little bit more grouped up, so that the individuals from Falcons, if they swing into an oncoming Spirit horde, it is in fact 3 rifles trained onto the angle.
Yeah, I think on this map, the key point of interest for me is short control. I think that Falcons, they're great at kind of obtaining it, holding it. Nico likes to play there with double HE, kind of chip damage into Donk. Monacy is constantly a threat on that short side, and unlike other operators, he doesn't actually play mid that often on CT mid. He actually prefers to play on ramp, make sure that the short is kind of shut down, and that's the key. Because Spirit, their comfort call is swinging off short. It is
Zwei.
smokes, and having their star players actually just get good
Mga star
angles.
players.
But Falcons have been excellent at shutting Spirit down with that in the past.
Yeah, it's kind of why it was not a weird one that Spirit picked in this, but it's not a risky play in terms of what we're coming in with their choice, right?
It's just what any simulator would have said is their pick. It's what they just pick the most often if they have the first choice here in a veto. So a little bit of to me, just playing to their comforts, and hopefully they change more even on the CT side too, because the last time these two teams faced off against each other, I was surprised that it felt like the most mobile person on the map was Chopper, because I'm used to seeing last year, Dom just choose his own number every
So good
single
na?
round, whether he's going long,
Good na.
Warm up by
Warm up.
tunnels, but I feel like the last couple times he's just kind of stuck in the area.
Wala
So
good James.
when it
Di
comes
siya
to
maganda.
a major quarterfinal where you're a map
Nag-coach na si James, nag-coach.
freedom from Dom, but not only him, but Shiro too. I want to see him get a little bit more mobile, because almost like how Devilwalk talked about Monacy, sometimes he just kind of relegates himself to that ace defense side instead of getting a little bit more proactive or tricking opponents with a B peak or an under or a tunnel speed.
Yeah, I completely agree, but we've seen at this major, Donk has taken over games, he's played that maybe, he's even picked up a double up for this Spirit side, and they are versatile, they have a lot of new stuff. You you could make comparison to the last best of threes, which I will keep doing because they are very, very relevant in this matchup. We've seen two different styles of Spirit. They tested themselves in the last best of three, went for more B executes, went for more long takes, and I think that is kind of the key. They want to get Falcons off that short control, make sure they pack themselves towards the side so they get freed up to work with the map control that they receive.
A lot of eyes, obviously, for very good reason, could be on Nico coming into this one. Has much changed in terms of the sacrifices in some of the roles and positions he's had to give up for Kyosuke coming onto this particular
On the
map?
T side, yes, 100%. I wouldn't say there's any change on the CT side, mostly for Nico, but on T side, he's the upper dark player. And the amount of possibilities and opportunities you get as the upper B dark player is literally like zero.
It's just if they push you.
Yes, you're essentially just like a placeholder to make sure that you keep that map control. We've seen them switch it up a little bit more. He kind of follows Kyosuke into that lower area space a little bit more. It kind of helps them, guides them to that short control and mid control. But there isn't really that much that he has to do in a default scenario.
Maui, we were going with Falcons prior to this series kicking off. This is your chance to have a bit of a flip-flop. Do you think it ends in 2 here?
Do you think it ends in 2, Jet?
I don't flip-flop, Freya. I'll stick with the Falcons in this one.
Not sure.
I thought that they were going to be the favorites going into Dust 2 and Ancient. I am surprised
Basta
by
daw
the
kung
fact
Spirit
that
by
Spirit was able
para
to
sa
take
ako.
away Nuke so handily, but I think after this map we get a 1-1.
Well, handshakes are
Ambot
being
ko mo,
cemented, which
mangahi
means
si
one thing
Nico
and one thing only. 9 times have Nico and Manasi bested Shiro and Donk. Does it end on the 10th?
Freya, it feels like it may end on the 10th because it feels like it barely got started in that last map of Nuke. We need to see
Oh,
a
ba,
total
murag dali ra kay
turnaround
itong nadula
of the
ba?
Falcons
Ang-
right here, right now, or Budapest, your quarterfinal is dead on arrival.
Yeah, what we hear in the crowd is it's
Asa na
people
mas
care
games?
more about Falcons. We have more fans, more booze, but everybody wants to know what Falcons are going to do here. They cannot skate by this result. It must be better on Dust 2 than it was on Nuke. It has to be.
Atang smoke ko.
That first map was an absolute non-factor. Everything goes to perfection for Team Spirit. I feel like even Spirit wanted more. They signed up for a fight in this first game of playoffs. They didn't even get an ounce of it. We get smoke over top for this A-hit. 3 players behind that. They're gonna go
Grabe na,
trickling down into the
naliit
CT spawn. Successful
Oh.
entries is Dom.
Dong
Still
ka, dong ka,
250.
dong
There's
ka,
no
dong.
fight in the Falcons defense. There's no resistance for this bomb plant. It is more of what we had on Nuke, folks.
There's going to be a lot to talk about on this game and this game plan. And
Ikaw,
obviously,
Brett,
after watching Sway play his best CS
Smoke
ever,
niya yung City,
it makes things a
nilayat
little
din
more
ang South
interesting.
City.
But here it's a T-side start for Spirit. Retakes coming in full force.
Just leaning back and allowing Falcons to sprint out into the open. That's 3 players. Full display. It's a
Wow
shooting
naman.
gallery, and it's a slaughter. Falcons will find nothing in the pistol.
Huh?
Spirit do this quiet crawl up cat. It's door smoke. It's no vision. So of course they could have done
Smile
that.
na si Jet
They
ba?
will do that on rifle rounds.
Palingin na si Manoy si
Not just
Nico.
a
Ito may
pistol,
plano.
Just tried this on, and you can see that Nico tried to.
Ah, distraction. Gismoke nga lang City. Tanawa gani. Before ano. Distraction ra to si Zero. Grabe ba yun?
It's over. And
Wala ka, gumugot ng naong.
two in place of Nico's none. Nico's coming off a bad map himself, and again, it's not something that I'm personally going to skate by. It's a major, it's a quarterfinal, it's a good matchup for them. It's everything in place to make this one a worthwhile run. Everything could be a total disaster in the next 30 minutes if they don't turn this ship around quickly. But last map they won a pistol and a conversion, and then they quickly fell off. Team Spirit start off now 1-up. Needed eco here, force down win for Falcons. Something to swing the momentum back, and that's the you know, is there double-edged swords, there's two-sided swords. Falcons, when they don't, the game plan's a little bit fishy, well, they have the ecos that they can pull out. It's the Deagle players, it's the Scout players. That's part of what makes this team great as well. Sometimes they have to rely on those, and here's maybe a setup that looks great and has some force behind it.
Resistance offered up by Falcons, though they're going to be content by the looks of things to just play and react
Ah, si
to that
Nico, sarap.
utility. You know damn well Spirit are coming at this with the utility they need.
Tactical.
Wala na running balik.
Paparam pam 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 pam. Manawag na silang City.
What does Spirit bring to the table?
Bigay. Pero manawag na silang City.
Falcons throw out that reaction wave of utility.
Oh, they can go down.
Just looking to go head hunting. We get that
Okay.
dog crawl
Right.
behind the smoke, shrouded by the flame.
Okay.
Oi.
Okay.
Oi.
And now it's gonna have to be the
Oi.
supportive elements of Team
Oi.
Spirit to try to pick this up. They go
Alaka.
down into the 2 versus 3. Not ideal. Still the better guns.
Aray.
Nice. Stop it.
Ay, agay.
Is enough to convert it.
They get saved by Tanir. It's also a good round from Donk on his entries. Another couple of
Inom
entries, in fact.
gasolina.
So that's 2-0 to kick off. Funny because Tanir gets the open door to Heroic. That gets him a chance on Team Spirit. This is one of the teams that Falcons that took the forefront to build the team that we see before us today. I actually, as much as it does put some emphasis on Falcons for people who are like, okay, we'll make this more worth it. I think they went the good approach of actually trying to go for getting a in the first place.
Patay.
Okay.
Oh.
Well-timed push from the USB, so in a round that you're not expecting much, because there isn't a lot here to work with. And almost dealt with both. Donk just looks to pull away here. You've got to, because Tanir's sitting down on that quarter HP. A frag grenade that's a bit too late, but a rotation that is well-timed. Kixan trying to lead this 3-player retake up from spawn.
The battle of the battle of the new generation,
Both players having wrapped back around over towards the bomb site. Bomb clearly planted over here for Dog, and he knows it.
They wish they could find utility.
Still looming around.
wala,
10-second defuse coming through. He's got him off it, but Kyosuke comes to cover.
There we go.
Falcons pull around down
There we
off
go.
the hat when they have no
Okay.
business winning. That was just everybody on the same page
Luyang
with a
Dong,
well-timed tunnel
Dong.
speech.
That's beautiful. I mean, they
Wala,
take over
nagkabutas si
tunnels.
Dong.
Chopper gets punished for taking a peek into lower when he's only got that Tech 9 out. Doesn't get his kill.
Nahurot sila sa
Kaneo. Dere sila na
Sira.
Sends Shiro pirouetting.
They narrowly avoided this result last round. Then they were with 2K on the ramp, but now what happens? Falcons have even less to work with. It's ideas that win this round for Falcons. They get them into the game early.
Alam ko.
It's that timeout, wants to talk instantly. No, that's twice now.
Ako siya, napapil. Pulot mo sa 5-7.
Perfection daw dapat,
We
perfection.
saw that 7-round streak come out from Spirit. They lose 1 at the tail end. Instant pause called by Howley. Same thing's going to come out here. He really is one of those kind of coaches that wants to get in the moment he spots something wrong.
Yeah, well, at least there's one coach calling pauses right now. We didn't get a lot
by
of responses from
force
Falcons
by
in that regard. They definitely needed it last game. It, you know, to be fair, it was
Grabe ba Donk yun ba?
was too late. Like when it was going too wrong.
Sure.
Game was sort of just falling apart so
That's
quickly.
part
It didn't
of
really
it.
feel like it, but
Ako Tech
I feel like
9.
when you've got 3 pauses, though, you can take one when it maybe isn't
And
the
3
perfect
over.
moment.
absolutely did.
Clearly things are going
Okay,
wrong with the
and
7-round
3
streak,
over.
but
You
clearly
are
things
not
could change here on
simple.
Dust 2. We were hoping for an early answer out of
Left
Falcons,
rush.
and it seems like we've got one. Again, mostly USPs in that 1 round prior. You mentioned that off that
Patay.
Shiro comes into the round with, so that was a big investment to go for the long fight, nets them nothing. Nice free kill for Falcons.
There's only one player on Spirit that's got an off-base so far this major. I'd like to see him use the gun.
You know, I don't even think we said Shiro's name back in map 1. Wasn't even necessary.
Yeah, they didn't even push him. Didn't push him hard enough to get there, yeah. But this is a very good kill for Falcons. They take Shiro out. This is a huge threat. They're probably like, well, how does he even have an off right now?
Long.
This angle's being held by Monacy, so you gotta be careful with that walkout middle. Not to mention Nico pressing himself into the cat hold. Monacy gives up his lower spot. There's that slight gap out mid-doors right now, but Team Spirit aren't capitalizing on it. Good flash.
Grabe
Monacy
nga.
supporting Nico, and that's
Right,
Donk
right.
dead.
This is one of my favorite positions to watch Nico in. I think there's almost no one, I don't think there's anyone better at timing grenades, placing grenades from CT spawn to cat.
Patay.
Good
Uy.
shot.
Ay,
A
ay.
little wide there.
Kami. Na
Tease
short.
from the catwalk. 30 seconds. There's a chance Zway tries to come in with the split. It's him
Okay.
versus Tessas queued up over towards Long. There's also a lot to save here in this moment.
It's a good point. It doesn't seem like they're going to try this, the op and play.
All
It's
right,
just,
walk away, huh?
It's the smart idea. It's not the most fun to watch, but especially with the op, which again, such a surprise to pull out after losing that last round. So they go for 2 pick plays. They get shut down. Falcons stabilize here in round 4.
Ala.
You know, up against G2 in that stage 3
Oh,
2-2
boy.
match, we had a lot of X Factor coming out of Monacy. just, you know, those bogus moments. The X Factor plays, and I think that a round like that early on this one could definitely tap you right back into that not so far gone memory. You know, Nuke, they didn't even fight.
No, they didn't.
They limped into that server, took their whooping, and hope now to steal away Team Spirit's map pick. And I think the confidence earned in that first map is why Team Spirit came into with another force that off immediately for Shiro. We'll see if they can get anything going with it this time. It's a pretty comparable buy to the one round prior. And Monacy floating on his own right now.
Never seen no one actually get punished off that jump spot or the boost that they're going to assemble. It always comes in a little later.
Grabe, may basa.
By the time it gets set up, CT's already worried about a mid-crawl down. Doesn't necessarily need to be a next move here for Falcons. It really owes on Spirit to be like, all right, here's how this is going to go. We see there's 3 pistols for them to use.
It's open space to be taken. Better be careful. If Donk finds a headshot here, then
watch for Nico's nades.
There's going to be a flood of players right behind it. He'll get through the edge of that flash. Monacy, good first shot. Nico emerging up from spawn as Monacy's going to flip a second. And there's Nico's headshot. It's a total stoppage to the cat push. 2 frags between Nico and Monacy is right where you want the Falcons if you're hoping for a competitive quarterfinal.
Yeah, already so much better. This is the kind of CS that's going to get us great for Falcons. He's got really good rhythm on this map, and it's the place where you can overfill versus mid and A, so you get lots of kills. But you only put your best players there, your smartest guys. And I think this is where Nico shows off the most sometimes. So between him and Monacy, that's a lockdown. Not even past the doormat on Cat.
Yes, sir. It's a glimmer of hope for the Falcons fans. No missed opportunity here by Monacy. Nico even being brave to walk up through those fires just to make sure he's a part of the solution. Here's your reward, Falcons. Not only sitting pretty 3-2 early on Dust 2, but versus Pistols. And again, Monacy in with the reflexes. Starting to find, I think, his groove, his game. And Kyosuke just tapped Chopper off of top mid through a smoke. Whether they opened it, we'll see. This is a strong one for the Falcons. So it seems.
B site. This gets a little bit weird.
Snow bomb. Tanir has that over towards the mid doors, but you give Donk a lifeline.
He doesn't even want to switch. He's got this deagle out.
Woody, that first shot right between the eyes. It's eliciting the utility here for the Falcons, who don't know where that bomb actually sits. And we'll see Shiro start to push out long doors simultaneously. Donk still just avoiding the utility, taking all of this attention. And then that fight over towards long is going to start to draw Falcons back. There is a world where they miss their rotation, but Kyosuke's got this B site under lock, and A-Long also held. There it is. A couple of headshots here from Kyosuke. That bodes well for the Falcons, putting down Team Spirit's hopes with just those pistols.
Nice entrance from Donk, and
what? 2 hits magit ang iwan S sa
eventually could deal with it, but no issue, no bomb plant. The opening kill from Monacy. That's nice. But this is a full investment round for Team Spirit.
I think the odds from our partner were something like 6-1 at the start of this. Just off the confident map 1 win, Spirit still hanging on to it, but it feels like the room can feel the shift. It's early days and there's plenty of times for Falcons to fumble. Don't get that wrong. After Nuke, it felt like they may not even give us a pulse in this quarters. Fight towards door again. This has been something that's been going the Falcons' way each and every time. We've seen Monacy start rounds, but for the time being, he'll sit on it. To just hold.
Just all the way up, man. No, they're not even going to test them. Right now, I mean, they got the map cracked. If this ends up being a mid-B, this is going to be a little blood on the hands of the Falcons. This is a huge... I mean...
There's activity from Tessa.
This is a full mid-B split coming in. Kicksan's probably the one saying, hey, leave me alone, I got it, it's fine. And
What's that?
I don't know.
Team Spirit drop a smoke. That's not gonna block off Monacy's angle from ramp. And then queues up Tessus on the flank.
Dito nilang imba.
Trade out of Shiro at least, but you know the plan has been found out.
This is interesting though, because I still don't know there was 3 here. But it's
Nico.
Nico's actually changing it up. He's going to be walking
Patay
over
ni
towards
Nico
B.
rin.
I mean, all while you stare at this smoke, if you're the
Okay,
Falcons,
below,
you're
okay.
thinking, what the hell is this?
Right,
And
here's Donk's script tonight versus Donk out mid.
it's a 1v1 locked in as everybody
Battle
else from
of the
Spirit just
Stripes,
look
man.
to test Kicksan's
There's only
metal.
15 seconds actually,
You've
Spirit.
got to get this going. And that bomb sits amidst this 3-player pack down to 10 seconds. Nico's got his help in hand.
Patay siya sa likod, Nico.
Kicksan from the corner has got the element of surprise. And this is Spirit absolutely owned.
What was that?
Falling to the clock. And a singular kill here for Team Spirit.
I mean, you don't have to split atoms to figure out how to do a B split on time. That was really strange out of Spirit. Suddenly looking like Falcons felt back on Duke here early into the half.
How did that miss smoke in middle as well?
Yeah, this was a layup actually. I mean, they had Kicksan alone. They were about to mid B. They missed a mid B smoke, presumably. They don't get their kills in time. They could have just continued with the split anyways and actually still had a pretty good shot of getting that. Donk had lots of time to take out Nico. Instead, Donk is not really useful. He's there waiting in mid. His teammates are entering too slowly because usually Donk makes a mile of space for them within a moment.
It's not as easy without Donk at the tip of the spear.
You kind of don't want to tell Falcons that you're feeling it too, especially not after you're the team to have the first word back on Nuke. But this is what it is. It is the major. We'll see it at moments like that.
Mid-B smoke goes down. Still a trio of smoke grenades here for Team Spirit as well, so we'll see what Spirit want to play with in the end. Perhaps a bit of misdirection. 45 seconds, Monacy's op gets pulled back to the corner.
If you're going to take long to do your defaults on Dusty, you got to justify it.
Gonna have to come out of these smokes flying with Tech 9s. Smoke goes down towards middle. Sway's trying to play ahead of that. Kicksan's on the edge of the window to take a look at mid, but you can start to see the A defenders also worried. And that's where Donk comes through on the edge of the smoke with the frag onto Monacy. It's just pistols. Irretrievable gun as well, so why would Falcons lose this, you'd think? Good rifle work between these 8 defenders, but just enough pistol prowess for Team Spirit to put that bomb down. Now we're talking about guns. Donk extends out.
Okay, gamay lang.
Denies Tessus
Yo,
the attempt.
nagbigo.
No,
Whoa!
Oh.
That's a triple.
Okay.
Nagdigol. Don't question Donk. You don't
It's like
question
driving
Donk.
a Prius in front of a monster truck. Donk absolutely dumpster
Din,
them.
infohan ko to siya, diba? Na low.
And now Hallie just gets involved. He's here to build momentum off the back of an X Factor play. We're seeing Zonic talk too. This is an aberration from Spirit. It felt like they were totally absent-minded last round. Suddenly they get this out of Donk. And he's the one guy who's never sleepy. He's the one guy who will just, no matter what, give you those moments over and over again. He's the guy who has impossible stats and impossible rounds in the biggest games. One small mistake, and that's Nico using all his ammo. That's Monacy taking one shot at nothing, and then it allowed Donk to cross and get a 4K.
Also, Donk just getting enough damage on Tessus as he tries to snap that M4 down on the ramp retake as well. I mean, Falcons did a good job of trying to time that fight to the top of ramp, but yeah, that's the Donk effect, folks.
Don't let that be the way in. Kyosuke on and off.
Ay!
At least this time, it is that
Shiro.
instant timeout from Sonic.
Shiro
Also opened the door
kun.
for Hallie, like you said, to pile on.
If you're gonna save timeouts for moments like that, I think that makes sense.
Sure. And maybe if you're playing versus Donk, you know they're gonna come.
So if you don't get 3.5 anyways, you were never gonna win. So.
Dakpan.
It's a reminder to the Falcons as to what is up against them tonight.
Mental game. That's everything.
Felt Spirit's wrath on Nuke. There's no denying that this Dusty game is probably already starting to feel better, but if you're not careful, Team Spirit will break through this CT side, put you back down into the saves, and even maybe run away with a lead. So we are at a critical turning point for Spirit
That's such a big smoke break or block from Nico. He can watch it from so far back. They just have guaranteed info, so Cat is guarded for the moment.
I think Nico being a part of this A defense makes sense, right? I mean, it's just the last round that Monacy misses his shot.
The last round was so expensive. So he doesn't have the utility, he doesn't have the HEs to actually punish the Cat play. It's going to have to be firepower.
So much cash though still. Flash by Tess's point blank spray down. I mean that is
that's so good.
Flash is fantastic. Now this Monacy Nico
Okay.
Shiro's killed Kicksan on the cross back from B. Nico wants to be the hero, but there's players all around him.
Tactics do not get better than that, Shiro. Exactly calling out Tess's position inside of the smoke. Both flashes hitting
to perfection.
By the way, Tanir not peeking off the first one because Tessis has no other targets. If he holds mouse one down, he still dies. He still gets that kill versus Tanir.
And you saw how close Tessis is on that smoke as well. It feels like if you try to break through on the flash, there's no way you don't get mowed down.
It was a call out, a counter play.
That's
the Halley pause.
There you have
That's the Halley pause.
You're not an over, man.
Talk at the same time. Kyosuke not going to be able to save that AWP, so Team Spirit cut that lead down to 1. Now, Falcons did have a lot of money still left over. The buys are inbound, but it feels like so is Donk. 14 kills, 6 deaths, critical entries off of that catwalk. You know, we go back to Nuke, we talk about Sway's most impactful.
Isang gingon sa inyo, guys. Diba?
Relax na, ibalik na.
Ha?
Balik na.
Nakikinig.
Versus so many other teams, just Donk at the top of the board, damn near doing it on his own.
That was so
Ano yan, pinibalik na.
That is
Yun
the
na.
spirit right there. Heroes culminating to your patience and composure and
8-6 Nico,
well, they turn water
8-6.
into wine right here.
$2,900 left by Nico.
The other
6-7.
though is because they won with that tempo. Falcons didn't have the money to stop it. They didn't give Nico the utility to allow him to stop that cat push on the other side of it. They could lose one player and still survive, but instead it's a
Hindi ni Mayo pa dapat i-cancel na si Donk ba?
He dropped it. That's why. Oh, he had that money left over.
So much money still for Falcons. They had full cash, full economy.
That's actually strange. Then to get back to his utility and spawn. Monacy, nice push.
That's what we're talking about. Falcons making an active
Aggressive.
move into the tunnels, and that's a total reposition of Monacy as well. So you never expect it if you're Spirit. Those flashbangs find Spirit lingering out through those smoke grenades, but they do jump back into their cover.
Yeah,
that is Shiro finding the head-to-head
Nico.
duel over Monacy.
Nico's gonna hold the line.
It's one op kill per team so far in the 10. 50 seconds to this clock.
Taking out Monacy, you really want to
One
go
top,
cat.
diba?
Doesn't matter how many CTs are here, they know there's no
Surely,
off in the
right,
corner.
diba?
It's 4 strong for Spirit.
Surely,
Nico
right.
Nico.
waiting for the
Nico,
flash, waiting for the util to come over top, waiting for some chance of
Wow.
Instead,
Wow,
Donk is ready
man.
for that challenge.
Oi.
Josuke's got the headshot on the Shiro,
Oi.
Opera down, and this M4 still challenges, but Donk has got
Ang
his number.
nara din ang curse no.
Threats everywhere.
Ah,
Dodge
ikaw.
21 HP, picks up another kill. It's a walk back.
Kabalo ka.
Surely, right?
No chance to defend this. The cover from Shiro. And I honestly think, you know, we've seen great moments from Monacy in all the head-to-heads versus Team Spirit. The fact that he can peek into Shiro, take him out constantly is actually one of the things no other players can do right now. And this is just a key find.
Wala. Dapat ako na ulo.
You see that replay, right? The shadow advantage. Monacy just kind of letting Shiro know it's inbound. Down goes Kicksan, so no save allowed. Triple kill here for Donk. And Team Spirit do seize that moment to tie this game at 5.
They kept trying to earn back
Tarong mo,
PPs
guys.
there with flashes when they're coming into mid, because you can't peek left side mid as long as you know throw something to try to make sure that you can get on the line first, right? Put the rook on the file, but Shiro also set up to dodge a flash peek back into the door right before Monacy did.
Okay.
It's 5-5.
It's a 4 versus 5 man disadvantage, not holding Spirit back, right? We had that Monacy quick peek up into the tunnels. It was just nice to see something fresh from the Falcons trying to move that off around.
Both these teams have shown signs of nervousness and have both given up a forced buy to the other. This leaves us tied in the most interesting result possible. Let's see who wins the half.
Keep eyes on Nico. Use that bit of extra money to come into this one with an M4 and a set of Kevlar. And Monacy, the player that's boosting him up right now, also has armor. So in the world where Nico loses his head to this, M4 drops into Monacy's hands. Maybe between the two they'll find it, but instead you've got Donk dead. A well-timed peek and a great find for Nico, considering he is that hero M4.
It's incredible amount of value to find off of just one $300 piece of utility in the M4. Sway decides to answer back over and this spray from Nico, he's still building.
trying to reposition that M4 ahead of what
Nico
could have
is the
been
old dog.
Team Spirit commitment to the
Yawa
tunnels
si
push.
Nick.
No one's reliable now versus lesser guns.
Kada balik kay mapildi.
And then into the mid doors. I think that really indicates
Balik
that
ka dyan.
trying to get over to the B bomb site. Backs
Oh.
Grabe na.
First just the games by. Dapat balik ka by.
Dapat mabalik ba?
Both teams, they've
From
had
down was
moments
big.
here where they're like, okay, this could have been way cleaner. We could have had a lead. But Falcons picking up a second round with nothing to work with. A great tactic. Back to Falcons this time after losing the last round. Nico, amazing value with that M4. And again, one smoke to make it a 5v4. And then to have Spirit lost wandering.
First time either Tesses gets away with that long
Pero magkahilakon si Dong.
Napuling.
Hamster.
Right? So we'll see if Zonic can do what Howie
Wala.
did
Guinea pig.
and rob it off of the opponent coach call. Moment Team Spirit touched that lead, ripped back away from them.
Donk's just a tidal wave coming up Cat though. It's really it's actually a battle of titans right now in terms of Nico. Yeah, kills. Donk is going insane, but at the same time Nico's got responses. He put himself on A lot of the good, you know, at those opportune moments, even on that eco, playing the rest of the map very well. There's a chance to take out Shiro actually right there.
It's a head-to-head that used to be so
Whoa.
skewed. Nico over Donk.
And now that's not as much of a focus, but it's like the team doesn't lose still, so it's still he likes playing versus. He doesn't get the hype.
Nico brought his little brothers to the fist fight. Nobody has stopped Donk individually this map. 17-7 coming into the last round. And Shiro's still on the hunt for this mid-fight. They're going to try to flash a player out.
Oh, he's kind of stuck.
Shiro ready to hold that. You've got to rifle her down to the favor of Spirit, but you've got to keep your head low. That coverage over top of the Xbox gets Kicksan and straight frag back, and these flashes, that is pressure. But in pressure is alternative routes, and within that, Team Spirit take this test towards long.
This is big pressure on the CT side. If they want to walk back to Cat, they can, but they have Tess already dropped in the CT. He's going to take a risky swing.
Ooh, and at least he has his smoke ahead of him as well, so he can challenge through Team Spirits, which he was sitting inside. Locks into the car position. You've got Nico over towards Cat. You've got a third piece as well here for the Falcons to try to come and support it.
Flash
Kaya
is coming
brace
in.
sabay.
It's not ideal. Tesses retains vision, executes Tanir.
So he's playing this really slowly, but there is a push coming off of Cat. He could have a couple targets coming his way.
And if he gets these kills, then
Yes, sir.
Tesses is going to have his hands full back at that
Kaniso, napalong.
Peeks out with a Molotov in hand. Didn't expect that second
Na-off
player.
man, na-off.
So it's going to start to feel like yet another round for Team Spirit's attack is fizzling out to the clock.
Si Dong sa DI pa na.
15 seconds to try to
Ito,
cross, to try to
belo-belo ra.
plant bomb. 10 seconds, and you need to
Bro, si
desperately
Dong, bro.
climb up and over, and you're not going to get a single foot across this gap. This is not the first time that Team Spirit lose a round to the clock. Add to that the single M4 round for the Falcons, and Budapest, I think we may have a quarterfinals.
One by. Pinto Falcon Tower.
Alah. Dapat jet. Dapat jet.
Dapat Spirit by. Palong ang yang uban ka uban by. Dong bro. Dong. Malay referee. There's something wrong sa akong settings. Pabalik si James Pick, Anchor.
Sa BRB. Kuno pa yung BRB. This is a final. This is a quarter final.
stepping up to the challenge. Donk at the top of the scoreboard, and yet Falcons find their answers. A couple of X-Factor rounds there. The solo M4 out of Nico to be one. And that gives you a reason to believe in the Falcons when it comes to Dust 2, does it not?
Absolutely, especially with the CT side, or excuse me, with Falcons T side coming up. There's extra pressure on Team Spirit. Now we saw that Zwei had made a massive progress on Nuke. He was showing signs of doing better on that position specifically. But here on Dust 2 CT side, he gets bullied in B. Falcons are one of the perpetrators of that bullying. And there are going to have to be some answers here for Team Spirit.
Here we go. Opening kills down middle. I mean, the tenacity there of Team Spirit to try to take that charge towards middle. You know what you're signing up for. It's just the fact you go down with nothing. You could be making this path to a recovery on Dust 2 all the longer. Or just feeding momentum to Falcons.
Zwei's given the keys to peek, it looks like. Palm Tree Flash will come out. Let's see if he can get anything.
So he finds that one kill.
Chopper.
He's got the answer. And so Shiro's dual Berettas never needed, never called upon. Didn't have a target to shoot at this entire pistol. And so Falcons extend this lead with momentum on the T side. And, you know, star of the show back on Nuke. We thought ourselves that once we got to Dust 2, Zwei's CT side could be a pain point for Team Spirit. It's the attack out of the gate, looking like a shell of himself from Nuke. But the really, you know, big question is, what does his anchoring look like? And so we're going to get to find out here tonight.
He's the kind of player, you know, he had all the space in the world when he's on Amiga. Now with not a lot of space, he shows that he can't really do the supporting as well as he could do the star
Stay in
stuff.
the game, guys. It's fucking need to bring energy now, okay? Every round is fucking important. Come on.
We got some good words out of Nico.
Yes, sir.
When they beat G2, it was on this map. It was a 5-round comeback on Dust 2 as well. They stared death in the face. And so I think they've got a special relationship with this map at the moment. But yes, but we're continuing to, as the days go by, can Zwei play with little space? You think support's an easier role. It's not, it's harder. You get less shine, you have to help people more, you have to be more aware of your radar and utility, and you get less chances to kill. But that means you always gotta stay hot. And that's what he struggles with. When he can move around a lot like a star player, he can take a lot of peeks, then he gets kills. But as an anchor, you can't just push every round. You can't just swing everything. You can't play for yourself all the time. So we'll see if he can operate within those confines. Right now, Spirit on a 3-map win streak on Dust 2. But their last loss, obviously, was to Falcons in overtime.
Quiet walk up behind this. Donk here tries to put a smoke in front of them. Mac 10's getting around the corner. Donk dives down into the cover of the smoke. And that's going to give space over to the Falcons. You think he climbs right back up. You thought Donk was going to run away from a gunfight. No, just immediately comes back at it from an alternate angle. And Tanir still leaning back, has done a good job of slowing this down.
Nico gets this.
Slowing it down long enough for at least these other pistols to try to press themselves up from CT spawn. And that bomb though, where did it drop?
Oh, is it?
I think it's on the boxes, and if it's on the boxes, it's gonna call on Monacy to slip down and grab it. And as he does so, Kixan gives that much needed cover. Not only does Donk find one of those frags, but he damn near throws the bomb into the bear cave.
That was a testy moment. Always scary when you're peering over the ledge. The bomb will fly forward, but totally saved position here for Falcons. This is actually one of the most lopsided sides for Team Spirit. They get 60% of the rounds on CT side, despite this issue with Zwei. Why that happens, I think, is they really will lean heavily on that side of the map. 2-3 guys sometimes to try to make sure the mid-Bs are reinforced. That side being less retakeable makes perfect sense. But Falcons still put themselves in the perfect position to punish with this lead.
Having to give over double digits off that one. We hear the murmur of Falcons' belief reverberate through the arena. For a while there, didn't feel like there was much of a pulse in the playoffs whatsoever. But again, there's going to be a certain timidness, I think, to Falcons throughout the remainder of this map as well. Nuke is still in the back of their minds. Getting a chance to flex over top of this one, Team Spirit banking on a Deagle heroic. Not even in the right position. Falcon's going to take this fight towards long. It's nice to see Nico stepping up. Right there alongside Monacy, top of the board. You know, we've always kind of prefaced that when it comes to the Falcons and when it comes to Nico, when Nico speaks, you listen. And sometimes Nico speaks ill of himself, his frustrations in those tough rounds, those nail-biter moments. And I feel like that's something that he's really shed so far in Budapest. I think it goes in to seeing his reaction over top of G2 to qualify for the playoffs.
That's a good block, actually.
Is it enough? Gonna draw that Desert Eagle of Donk right back in. Remember, 5-7 on Tanier is also within this bomb site, but there's so many bodies here for Falcons. Their utility should have unrooted this defense. Instead, it is 2 headshots that come out from the defenders.
Oh my god, that's
what you're banking on, right? Reliable pieces for the Falcons.
It's a big 4K for him. Took a long time to get on the server back on Nuke.
If he ever did.
5-10. Couple mistakes away from making up entirely for the disaster that was Nuke and stealing back a map pick, you know, in a series where technically that doesn't matter as much for Spirit because they always lose 2-0. But in a game where specifically Spirit somehow steal Nuke, that was very unlikely. This will zero out. This will zero out everything. Our expectations, I feel like it'll sort of cleanse the emotions, everything, all the bitterness that has come through. Maybe even puts it back on Spirit a little bit. Because they got a half from Donk that, with a little bit of extra supports, they could have definitely turned that into a 7-5 half themselves. He was outstanding, still is.
Before we finish writing this obituary, let's see if guns make a difference for Team Spirit CT side.
Well, it looks like they planned a trust way like they did on Nuke, where he delivered alone in B, no one in mid. Really expecting Falcons to have a spawn play out towards long. Got the infinite wave going around in the stadium.
This Budapest crowd starting to come alive. Not a bad turnout for a Thursday. Most stacked playoff brackets I've ever seen.
No bums, no frauds, no luck involved.
We were on fraud watch after that first map. This game's come back alive. Here
Joy,
comes the execute into
can
a
you
B-site.
anchor?
So he's going to be under pressure. We talked about pressure on this anchor.
Oh,
Is one going to be enough?
No,
Doesn't feel like it. Not with this much demand and retake of a B-site.
You know what, though? You know what? This is one where you can save, like,
Parang
you
di
know,
na
Sway, we need
dumikit
2
yung
from you,
score,
but
ah.
also, like, you gotta help him a little bit.
Sure.
It's still just 2. You can't just hold this site alone. If we're not going for a retake now, what are you gonna do, Spirit?
Feels like they're trying to take a look at this. You've got Nico pressed up against the window.
I don't know. That was a very weird play.
Just the underhanded piece of utility, a singular kill off of Sway's plat hold, and Team Spirit know that what they're holding
This is
all
their
too
map,
valuable. Falcons find an 11 with ease.
If you want to put that one under the microscope, fine, and you compile it, you know, compound it with his first half. It wasn't a good first half from Sway, but I really don't put that fully on him. He started in B alone at the beginning of this round. This exact game, hours later, and no one came to assist. If you got a spot like that, you might as well be playing retakes.
James,
Get a
balik
kill.
na,
If he
please.
was in window and got a frag and got out of the windows and it was not a mid-B split, they can actually retake.
Game 7
You
ba?
can't just expect an unsupported anchor
6-7.
in a small site to get 2 kills for you versus 5. It's just not reasonable. So don't like that spirit setup at all.
Nico, let's go, Nico. Pagtarong niya, Nico, Cape na.
Your legacy.
Pangunat po diya panalag sa bala dito. But ayaw ninyo disregard your efforts by Jeff. Jeff! Isa man, susuyo. Grabe ko, pangon. Aray ko, aray.
Okay. Okay.
Agay ko po, aray ko.
We have a game.
Shiro does come over with urgency, and Sway again sets that up because of the damage beyond his one frag.
Yeah, as long as you're a shout away and not a telephone call, you can help, right? Zero's nade and off shot through the door, like that actually keeps hope alive. It's a bit better than last round. 2-on-4 now. Let's see if Falcons can make it ugly.
May not be as easy as Falcons were gonna hope to find this beat on site in consecutive hits. Double man advantage. Kicksand sitting
The Sharks
on 40
are near
health,
us.
and that goes the last piece of utility.
Let's see how they
Attackers have to
execute
keep
this.
Team Spirit at bay, splitting up, but still for the time being met by smokes. That bomb is already down to 25 seconds. And so as they press
Grabe,
these
isa
AKs
nakakuha
up
nilang
against the
dito,
wall,
no?
what's the timing look like here? Who comes at this
Okay.
fight first? Well,
Okay, go
Shiro's gonna
push.
get the first servings. And Testes with his 100 health is now gonna have to keep his head on a
Wow.
swivel. Not gonna happen. Donk emerges from the doorway, and the efforts of Sway, coupled with Shiro, are enough for that retake to come through.
Real simple here for Spirit to play containment. They know they have a huge advantage and they limit the damages heavily. I mean, 2v4, retake's probably going to take place, yeah, but also those two players, they can easily get 2 kills and then slowly win the round. So really important. Sway, again, tons of responsibility on his shoulders, but he actually handles it quite well. Gets a kill despite, I think, getting tagged first, then some extra spray damage, and then Shiro's there in time to help him. Falcons wanted that to end in B. It doesn't end that early.
That's Shiro with the op shot, and then with the frag grenade, right?
Yeah.
2 perfect pieces to what was still a scrambled rotation, but one that's close enough. That's a setup that they can bank on. And it also, again, tethers off of the success from Sway, so we'll give him credit where it's due.
Yeah, big time. And again, so far, the only criticism is, can you just help him more? There's got to be something about, I don't know, they read some kind of book about this. They're really confident it's going to be A. Let's see if Falcons end up giving him the round they're looking for. What a demo show here.
Donk staring in the corner just next to Pids, banking off Shiro holding the doorway. So there's a lot of pressure coming towards Long, and honestly, it's the right pieces in position here for Spirit. But Kyosuke's got that opening kill towards Chopper. That puts a bit the site itself. Fine. Donk collects the frag onto Nico. You get this off walking out towards Long, and Shiro's not going to let you escape with that. So Kicksand removed, but now you've got not only Donk hitting instant headshots, but Shiro as a confident set of helping hands on both sides of this map.
Still no emotion.
Those are delectable op shots in single scoped, easy control of the situation. And it looks like the read does pay off. What did they know? They probably got a little scared when they see Donk at Long, Chopper at Goose, or wherever he was on the A side. Even though they kill him, they go, wait, how many people are here? 7-11 now, and a chance for Team Spirit to get back into this game and stabilize with an anti-eco. That was quizzical. It makes me wonder what's going to happen on this next round. What's the CT setup? Are they going to go off the read?
Kinyo.
Just not expecting to near ahead of that smoke grenade, but again with Glocks, you saw Nico just sitting in spawn, hands off the mouse and keyboard. We got a bit of a powwow here. Falcons know that just 2 more rounds and you can go ahead and look at Ancient. Team Spirit are still within the realm of possibility and 4 rounds difference. When you've got Donk playing as well as he has since the get-go, when you've got Sway showing improvement over towards the platform, and on top of that, Shiro's op shot's not missing. Also a reason why Team Spirit could have
Grabe.
Now they go back to this
Napay tayo mo
What
pa
I want to see
ba?
on the mini-map, Donk with hands in his pants, running back and forth between the window and the tunnel, just actively supporting Sway in the spot.
A bit of electricity here for Team Spirit.
Wow.
The USB's not enough. Nico gets it over, but that one frag is fine by Spirit standards. 3 rounds the gap, as Falcons have still yet to hit that all-elusive, all-important 12th round.
You're not there until you're there. With this timeout coming down, full buy in place. Are they doing some math here if they need an op or not?
I mean, these are the moments where I think Sonic is trying to hold these pauses for, right? This is his pause, while Halley has none remaining. And Falcons still have 1 more to use if this gets even closer.
I'll say this again, there's only 1 player on Spirit that has gotten an off ace, and he's got an off this round.
Okay, double sniper coming up from Team Spirit.
Double
Leading
up.
the CT side.
That's the perfect thing to do. There's still a gap in a comeback. You don't have to spoil all your, you don't have to give up all your ideas as you make your way back into the game. And actually, it's the perfect way to catch a team off guard who's just looking for one more round, who might try to do a walkout somewhere. And then when you eventually do lose, you can go back to rifles and it's a change up instantly. So, see, the expensive investment pays off for Team Spirit. And be careful, be wary about going too slowly. You walk into one op or two. Shiro's jumping, Shiro's right here.
Chance.
Oi.
They're going to try to dive that. You've got that ramp support chucking out utility. Already 2 Falcons players ahead of this pack. And so as Teniers recalled, oh, that headshot's as clean as it needed to be.
Nico coming in late.
Now all of a sudden you've got one locked into the Gandalf. Nico's got his kill over towards Long. That starts to put pressure on the bottom of this ramp. Chopper tries to press his block. He'll find his frag. Shiro's been cut down in the meantime. Zwayne's arrival out with a kill. And we go down to the 2 versus 2. Dueling with that off out mid.
That could have been it.
It's Tessa sitting still over towards the elbow, waiting for the next fight, but he's kind of lost track of these pieces.
How many bullets does Chopper have? Did he even reload? He's
Donk is coming
into this.
And as he steps forward over top of those stairs, Tessa's blindsided by Chopper.
They had him in from both sides.
That's going to lock in Nico. Eyes set to the bomb site. He knows where these pieces are. He's going to take a step into the off. That's a missed shot by Donk. And as he goes for the headshot,
Let's see it. Let's see it.
An ambitious jumping shot to not connect. Chopper, 4 health. Nico on the clutch.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
He just had to shoot a bullet. It didn't have to be a headshot. Nico doesn't know how close he was to picking that moment up. Chance to take out Donk inside of middle. They re-meet over here in this 1v2. And he nearly gets it there.
Grabe,
Second chance
nakuha
to be the
niya,
hero.
bay.
So
Yeah.
close, but he's also aware of his own health.
Tatong jump shot.
Ooh, that's a frustrating moment.
Modern
But to be honest,
play
with
style to
Tess,
bay.
the way that Spirit came in from both sides, like he didn't have a good advantage. He'd
Nico
have to
style
get
to
very
bay.
lucky to have found a way out of that. Whoa, close rounds, close game now.
Now you've got Falcons in a difficult spot. They jump into this one. Kevlar, pistols, just enough utility to try to come at the game with a plan. Remember, there is still one timeout for Zonic within regulation. One last chance to try to fine-tune things in the face of a very real Team Spirit recovery. This is 4 consecutive rounds out of Spirit's CT side.
Last time they played, it was 6-6 down the middle, both halves into overtime where Falcons won. Comeback is new territory.
Spirit.
Again, it's a more standard lay of the map here where Donk is helping out Sway. It feels like we're going back 2 rounds now to where Falcons really enjoy trying to go for the B hits.
Sure.
Gila, pag-playtime, good mo. Isa ka sa'yo, parang nabi.
Again, it's low utility, but it is enough. If Chopper can't find this spam through, there's going to be pressure on both ends of this B site.
They need Donk
No,
to make a
where are
mistake.
you
They need
looking?
headline.
Chopper.
Molotov smokes
Oh
burning
no,
on both
oh
sides of the
no.
tunnels. Chopper trying to press his button instead. It's Killscape with the opening. Donk is locked into the car. Sway does his job over towards tunnels. At least the kick is on. Donk and Sway do enough. That's 3 kills between them. And the pace of Team Falcons out
Let's
from
see,
middle
let's
gets
see.
nothing in the air.
Okay.
Team Spirit cut this game down
This is
to a
a game.
single round the difference.
Sway does
Oh,
not
si
let
Donk
go of his
Donk
grip on that
Junior.
site. Looks good. It's 3K. Yes,
Nanay,
it's tech
nanay
lines,
mo
but
apas
right,
padulong
honestly,
dito.
with the amount that they know, at this side of the map is going to get
Oh,
tested,
no,
it's going to
pag
get
puno.
potentially abused. These are moments that need to be celebrated for Sway. Didn't have to be Donk as the hero. 5-round comeback. And this was a done deal for Falcons. This is what Falcons wanted to try to show us back on Nuke versus Spirit, but couldn't do that. So no matter what happens now, Spirit leave this map with something
Kani,
to the...
isa mo daw
But
ani
I'm
by
honestly
hindi
wondering,
pang Falcons one ay course.
are we going to get 3?
Wow.
We haven't got a response from Falcons in
No
quite
way
some
they're
time.
gonna keep playing for time.
Post that victory
Oh, they
versus
still
G2,
Hindi
Nico
pang
said
Falcons.
a game like that
Napay.
versus G2 that pushed Falcons to the limits was exactly what they needed
Ako,
heading into
tas-
playoffs,
outfit
that it was
up,
going to make them better
Hear it.
once they hit the big stage. And it feels like this exact kind of moment was what he was alluding to. When the pressure was on, when the comeback is real, when heartbreak feels like it has haunted you again.
Ang diretso na sila kay no way mag-hold pagyapon sila.
Falcons bank
Actually, ang ano, Spirit.
But Team Spirit
Wala
clearly going to be a team that
Nico
also
versus
look to push
Donko.
them. Namely, right now, Shiro down into the lower tunnels. Monesi is
Ako ay
sitting on
space nila
the top
nakuha
side
eh.
of it with Kyosuke. And they are just leaning
Oh,
back, letting Spirit
bay,
make
ang
these
magdungan,
moves.
nag-pick ang suicide.
Oh,
Okay, okay, okay.
and it's not the only piece of a push. That Team Spirit has. In fact, they're
Uy,
trying to pressure this.
uy, ayaw ka timing. Fuck! No! No! No!
That's a big mistake.
We've got Molotovs onto the windowsill. Sonic's last time out from a 4 versus 5.
Patay, man.
Tess's flanks out of long, gets the ground, collects his kill. But you've still got Dog in the middle of it all. 3 players in the site, never really a problem. This kid is on for the ace. And as the card spam comes through, it's not the damage he had hoped for. Falcons lean back with fear. And as Dog takes that
Ay,
quick
nakita
press
siya.
out towards the window, he doesn't see what he needs. Smoke's gonna fade, and now both avenues are open, and nobody's gonna challenge him. He's tiptoeing his way through the door, and Mosh sees the timing perfection.
Kaya nga ni Zero, ay, god damn.
That's 12.
Ay, piyatong napatay. Kuhan to bay? Pressure to bay?
From those lower stairs
Oh.
to punish that
God
beat
damn.
push. It looks
Bye.
like such an
Yung
audacious play to
selected
make
friend.
after
Oh,
Don got his kill in
no.
top mid, but then you
Oh,
look
that
at
was
the
it.
Falcons had a response back. He felt he needed to do something, but he couldn't punish that bomb crossing. That's where that round died. Needed an ace from Dog.
And unfortunately, of all the B-holds, this time Sway crossing out from Humvee gets caught with nothing. That allowed for that acceleration of the bomb that forced Shiro's op to miss. Team Spirit's catch-up,
Gabi dapat kuhan gyapon ko bay.
but a much-needed 12th round by
Strong
Falcons
gyapon sa mga
secured.
games kay nam kami play. Op,
Wala. Oh, na-flash.
2 ops again coming out from Spirit.
ano sila info?
Double
Roka
plays.
short.
It's not as bad as it could have been.
No, it's actually totally fine here for Falcons. Just looking for them to get it. I mean, you know Kicksan, right? He's just looking for a good spot to get it to go with a solid execute to make sure they do it while they have money. While Spirit are at their strongest, they want to take him out clean.
No way. They're
Oh,
gonna play
first,
for
no?
time here.
Nobody's trying to get into overtime here.
Double up sila pero may kay.
And it was the eco test versus these two over and B in
Oh
this
no,
previous
they
round. Here's a
split
level
hit.
up.
Be split hit by Dugay kining uban maka back up ani.
Sway delivered versus those
Dog
tech
still
nines.
The moment Dunk misses one. Okay.
Bong.
Secondary ops already found one. Dog hungry to go for the repeat, but
Maglisod ang
Bong.
back up.
Bong.
Back up, back up.
and Shiro already pressing his luck out through that CT spawn. It's in Nico's
Oh.
hands now. And with already close proximity to the doorway, Nico 78 health pushes over and looks to take that deep challenge, but they've already got
Wow.
their
Ay, sa Sudo,
and so an 11th round comes with it.
It's a fantastic round from
This
both
is
of
the
them on
it,
the whole,
this
to
is
be
the
honest,
it.
with the op shots and Sway's kills.
Best of, saan eh? Best of 3, best of 5.
Best of 3. Second map na.
As simple
Tumulaw
as
na ang Spirit.
here for the two
Done.
guys that had to deliver to keep this game up.
Falcons, baga.
Round 24. No
Hindi naman siguro, no?
No. Dapat daw ang Spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
My money.
Maybe if you get the kills, that's all.
Really had to swing to go long and heavy for Spirit in the 24th of play. Ancient still no guarantee for
Yahap
Falcons.
alone ang B-bay.
Do they think that they can get the better of a timing on Sway again? The only time he's
Oh,
died with
no.
nothing was when he was in that forward corner.
They're gonna go
Oh,
in quick.
no.
Shiro's in the same spot that helped him out last time. Can Sway
Oh,
deliver
no.
again?
And there's no pressure on Shiro.
Kaya na this.
Sway's trying to find timing. He'll collect
Okay,
the kill
help
on
him,
Nico
help
first.
him,
And then
help
he
him,
tucks
boys.
back Nico
Okay,
on
okay,
That guy doesn't
okay.
need help.
What is going
On
on?
fire.
He's
Oy,
back,
ace.
boys.
Oh.
He's back, boys.
Oh.
Grabe.
Wow. James, come back.
Grabe, bay. He's back,
He
bay.
did not just get 2 aces in a quarterfinal, in a major playoffs, as an anchor on 2 different maps
Bro,
versus their
grabe.
biggest
Asang
competition.
tulong ko na ito? Ano lagi po sa gaya ba? Isa-isa. Isa-isa.
Between him and Match is back in Shanghai when you least
Wala pud galing sa iya ha, nakabalo na ang info. Sa
Oh, galing.
okay.
Grabe mga kwan.
Rifle versus rifles.
Just clinical
Okay.
with the peaks right, left,
No
and
way
center
they're gonna
around
do
those
it
Momentum
again.
on.
Patay si Zero ba? Tindog siya.
Sway has given Spirit a reason to
Grabe.
believe and a reason for the Falcons to shake.
I think he put up 3 kills in that first half. And just like that, we're in overtime.
Falcons' major life, which felt secured for at least Ancient, is right back on the table. The momentum is real.
You know, Sway came into this major and he figured out the things that everybody needed him to figure out. That's getting kills from within the sights, not pushing through smokes, not swinging extra, not overheating.
Team Spirit with 7 of the last 8 rounds in regulation
Okay.
force us to OT.
Wala na po silang pika sa ito.
Gagahi mo ng B-Anchor. Ay sabi.
Diretas mas dagan.
Forced on for Falcons.
Di tatawala si Dong.
Zero eh. Balik na gamay, balik na
Despite only
gamay.
having 4 kills on this
Kay,
map,
iwa na yung tao dira.
has made them work for taking this A bomb site. His utility always slows it down. We've seen a solid
Balik
challenge. We saw
gamay.
that critical 1 versus
Okay
1
na.
versus
Oh!
Nice!
Ooh!
What the freak, dude?
Ooh!
Nice! Oy! Oy! Oh!
He's yet to get it, so Donk will help him finish it off. Shiro
Patay.
has to be worried that that lower
Patay.
peak's about to come through. And as Falcons get footing onto this bomb site,
So risky.
yeah, he's pushed against the wall.
Ay, siya nga bata
Great
ni.
headshot out of Kicksan. Tanir at this distance, working with half health.
Time,
The Falcons
time.
are going to go for that plan.
Yeah, he dipped in,
Asa
back
bang?
from mid, took away from that fight.
Patay,
I mean, the
dun, dun.
retake flash is excellent.
Uy!
Bang! Oy!
Uy! Okay.
Oy! Okay, double,
Focus,
double.
focus. Focus.
Flash.
Oh,
Focus.
flash. Won't you anything?
Ay!
Come on, Sway.
Sway!
Sway is back, boys.
What's happening?
Galing
Hit
is
your
papel.
own retakes.
Wala gibasa.
That's a whole nother threat.
Wala, tubig. Kurot sa tubig.
Kapila naman ang botilya, guard.
First
Kay
round
ikaw na ba?
OT to Team Spirit.
Bang! Nampali ang tula, oy!
Ayaw, sa.
Nalit na.
Pagani.
Nampali. Nampali.
Felt like it had to be an instant headshot or
Ayo.
else Tanir in the background got the
Dedicated
support.
coach, oh.
They played with him perfectly. He had
Game
no
not finished.
easy shots. They got right up to the back of the of default to plant the bomb, and there was no way. There's no way for Shiro to actually escape that. He had to hit a crazy headshot over the box. But if you can see what we saw, he would have peeled back a long time ago.
Extra credit, right? That flashbang for Zway. Gets the train going up a catwalk.
Sway doesn't get both of those kills this round so far. They can squeeze back the cap, play for time. It's way easier to win. Tess knows.
Wala na.
Tess,
Nakilakot.
in their
This
last
is
match,
Sway.
he came into it. He was on a 9-1v1 win streak. He was so clutch.
Aggressive.
That's another stat that Falcons had working in their favor playing against Team Spirit.
Fast pounce though. Timing's a little bit different.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Sway!
Okay.
Guess what? Sway's still here and still
Chilang mo,
thriving.
chilang mo mga
And now
papitulo.
it's not just a strong start because of a retake. This is an instant shutdown of the Falcons' attempt in the
bungahe
second of
is
OT.
Kaya ang mid,
3 versus
pwede
5
pa
once
niyo
this game
makuha
is
na
getting
ng
away
mid.
from the Falcons.
I thought Jacob was the only guy who needed some time. Look at Sway go here inside
Ayaw
the
ni
B site.
Palabya bay.
Who wants
Ayaw
to be
ni
the hero,
Palabya ang
Falcons?
city. Nice ni Bak.
Kyosuke and Nico dead. Monesi still out here
Late
with that
time na
bomb.
naman.
It was so early, and obviously Team
Grabe
Spirit has so
kagahi
much
ilang
momentum
mga
and
ano,
still so
digid
much
mo rotate to.
utility. They blocked that off with a very quick answer to just make sure nobody else floods out through
Ang
tunnels.
mid bay, ang mid. Chill lang.
So they
Tanaw
can lean
mid
back comfortably
gamay.
into this 5 versus 3 advantage.
Tanaw
I
mid
mean, look at the lead off
gamay.
already. Tanir's already pushed past the doors. I mean, the rest of this round might as well just be a formality if the CTs don't totally bungle.
Grabe,
It's 3 here
kuskuhan
to
nila
defend.
muli, oh.
Knox still again, right? You said that electricity kind
Uhi
of
kay Ginabay.
never static
Bang.
so far throughout the CT side, always ready to go. And there's
Whoa.
Sway in with a third.
Okay, back up mga papitulo. Back up.
And then you attack for the
Bang.
Falcons.
Bang.
Kicksan
Oy.
Back up
desperate
mga
hope
papitulo.
at
Back up.
somehow winning this 1 versus 4. But like you said, Tanir was already hot on his
Oh,
heels from
nadunggan.
that mid flank.
Nadunggan.
And so if he just tries to go for the outside, there's real ramifications of this. 2 in a row in overtime. 7 of the 8 to close out regulations. We have not seen a
Big
lifeline for the Falcons in quite some time.
It's crazy because mentally it's hard to really rationalize the fact
Ano
that
yun?
right now Team Spirit
Gusto lang ng
are
check
coming
ba?
back in their head-to-head.
Wala
They're
ka ba,
winning,
kaya
and they might
binila.
actually
Common
just
spot
eliminate
yan,
Falcons
hindi
now from the major. This map
Wala
was
yung kapar.
almost done
Ilang
after
i-focus
that
ang
second
anchor.
pistol. This
Wah,
should have been a
grabe
wash.
ba? Kuha na to. Jeff na to.
Next opportunity for Monacy as well.
And now the feet are to the fire of the Falcons right now. This game is getting away from them. Their lifeline in this major, and one of their biggest follies, man, is getting into playoffs.
Si Tessos
but we're
ba
in single
kay?
elimination. They would never
Amanek na
lose
ta
games in
subok ba?
groups in
Kala.
seeding matches and everything like that. Falcons
Dapat na si Jace may maniwala.
Yeah, but when there is no fallback, the few games they have lost, it's been there.
Okay. Okay, chill. Chill, papi chulo.
Pressure's at its maximum.
Ang corner. Ang corner. Okay. HP.
Oh, team dig. He goes down to 17 health.
17 HP na lang.
You can't go 0-3 in this overtime.
Zero.
I'm sorry.
You have one more chance.
Falcons trying to test the waters of Long, and that's just
Ah,
going to queue up Shiro's
nice.
Oh, nice.
Kyosuke
Low ang isa, low ang isa. Oh, low na na, Choy.
And it was a quiet
Low
map
na
for
na.
Shiro at times, never really called on. But now, 21 frags to his name,
Dark.
a 2K here to try to solidify this flawless overtime
Okay,
run.
trade.
Kicksan
Nice.
has had his moments to try to save
Be,
them.
Nico.
serious chance if you want it.
And Nico,
Serious
a
chance
focal
if
point
you
of these
want it.
conversations. Look at him, 27-19.
Zero
Did
bay,
his
bawi,
part back
zero
in the
bay.
CD side. It's not the same story in a loss to the Falcons, where Nico was the guy that we look to saying, where are
Ay,
you?
ba
He's
sila
here.
kurta?
He is trying. And he's
Overtime
trying to do
man,
as much as he
switch.
possibly
Ay,
can.
right.
This one
Stop.
just, it has a little bit of a different story to it. Unfortunately, the outcome's going to
Grabe
be the
itong sa
same.
conflict niya, ba?
Another major. The reason why we come down so hard on Falcons sometimes, the Ends core, the Heroic core, the G2 core, these are three teams that had to
Seryoso
basically
gyapon.
get dismantled
Saba
to
gyapon.
bring this team together. The bar is that they win. Anything below that is heavily scrutiny. That's it. Massive amounts of scrutiny to this lineup for that reason. It's a team with players we all cheer for, that have massive stories behind them, a million reasons to want to see them succeed. Nico being one of them, Monacy right beside him.
El Profesor.
And we do see them play their hearts out. But the fact is, in moments like these, it always feels like they beat the odds in the wrong direction. The tragedy strikes.
Uy, naghubo ng jacket.
Sometimes where
Naghubo
you
ng
think
jacket.
this can't be the time it happens again.
But not serious.
Karon
We
pa.
saw the stats earlier on the desk. If they could pick one quarterfinalist to go up against, maybe it would have been Spirit.
Take some water.
Water, deep breaths. and
Water.
Water, boy. Get the water.
Eh, sorry.
A dreading feeling that has become all too common for Nico in his career.
All too common.
And it felt like with the way that they battled back versus G2, that things could have been different, that things could have been them stepping forward, because we saw them in the grand finals in Hong Kong. We've seen them beat the world's best recently. All while Team Spirit have never gotten their win over top of this Falcons. And so tonight was supposed to be more of that, more of the same.
He's in front of the smoke. Connor.
Kanyo,
It's just
pinch
kicks in.
niya nilo.
This B split is coming. The bomb's already out, man.
God,
They're starting to ramp
Eh,
into it. This is
sige.
getting real
Oh,
for Falcons.
Sara ka mo.
Ulan ni. Gawas. Gawas.
And the rest of the Falcons are going to be called.
Oh,
Shiro's already cut off
Nico.
the mid plane back to the top mid peak. After the progress in 2025.
Patay, Shiro.
Ayaw lang kamatayan ni Kuan. Zero. Ayaw. Ayaw sa. Ayaw sa.
Waste time.
Okay.
Sidelines and has to hope that his proteges are enough
Three-way.
for
Here
this
we go.
retake. You've got Sway down to a quarter HP. You've got Chopper and Tanier to lean back on. Falcons major life on the line.
Oras pa eh.
No
Ano
time.
na
They've got to go.
Jumping
You
through the
have to
window.
go.
Sway leading back.
Okay.
Holding it off is Tanier. Sway dead with
Hello.
nothing.
Hello.
Kyosuke could be the
Later.
Time, no time. GG.
Wow.
No way, dude.
Oy.
Naana, bay. Alaka. Nakambakan.
The one through line that Falcons were most scared about coming into this quarterfinal. Their nightmare has come true. Spirit have taken this game. Keep their hopes alive in this major and walk by their biggest competition of the season.
And do
Nice. Money come.
There's no sugarcoating that. World class first map from Swing.
Wow. Aura Park.
Jacket pa na ba eh? Huwag pa nagikuhang jacket. Kuha na, baba ng streak, di ba? Sa Falcon.
Wala na, tak na.
No, I mean, ang kuha nila ba nga wala kadaog ang spirit sukad.
Sure ata, hindi.
Oh. Labay ang papel bay. Ilabay.
Oh.
ID balik, ID. Visitor.
Kaya nga sa Falcons eh.
Mugin ang tendency nila kay gabantayan ako sa una pa pod. Magakuan gid sila ka ng lagyo ng score. Gachok.
Work na ano. Pinatok pabok ka straight.
Paitay. Murag na curse na nila bay. Yikes. Yikes.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
My money. Paid out. Asa ako paid out? Wapa. Nice!
Unsay mong nakuha?
Ha?